underneath the arches. I dream my dreams.
Mildred! Oh, no. One of my suspenders is perished.
Well, use an elastic band.
Well, make me feet turn blue.
But if it's a straight choice, George, I prefer blue feet to floppy socks. Now, come along. Put those legs away.
What's the matter? Getting you going, aren't they?
I've seen better legs on an oil rig. Now, come on, let me knot your tie properly.
I always pull it too tight.
Yes, well, I do get carried away sometimes. Now, look, I want you to look your best, George, because it's a very select neighbourhood.
Yeah, all BBC Two and musical toilet rolls. I don't want to go, Mildred.
Look, George.
Ah, hey, it's Jerry.
I want to view a house today. Now, if you don't come with me, how will I know what you think of it?
I won't like it.
Who cares what you think? You're coming. Has he brought our car back?
Hey? No.
Right. That settles it. I am sick to death of that useless friend of yours. He's had that car for weeks. He's no more a motor mechanic than I am.
Morning, Mrs. R. Good news. It'll be ready tomorrow.
You said that yesterday.
No, yesterday I said it'll be ready today.
Don't you play games with me.
Well, the tricky thing's gearboxes, you know, George. Listen, let me explain. Do you know anything about cars?
No.
It's your gudgeon pin, you see. Slipped out of his woggle. Fouling your aftershaft. You can't get the doofers since they put the clocks back.
Yeah, well, Jerry is the mechanic, my sweet.
Well, not full-time, George. I'm doing you a favour. Yeah. Now, my speciality is collecting antiques, objets d'art, rags.
Well, we have to get to Hampton Wick by 1 o'clock.
I am aware of that, and I'm placing myself and my vehicle at your disposal.
I'm not going anywhere in that.
Tristram. Don't play on the lawn, it bruises the grass.
Can I go and play with the boys in the park?
No. No. They're rough boys.
If I find a smooth boy...
No. Just play on the path. Don't make a noise. Enjoy yourself. Oh, Tris! Come here. Must get you a rugger ball.
Geoffrey?
Hello, darling.
Was I expecting you home?
I doubt it, otherwise you'd been vacuum cleaning and looking harassed.
I've just this minute
Sat down, yes.
You home for lunch or a 5-minute frolic?
Careful, not a half-turn. No, I'm just showing some people around next door.
Ah, well, it'll have to be the window cleaner again.
You couldn't, not with the window cleaner. I mean, he drops his H's.
He drops everything when I whistle.
Does he now? Well, I'd rather not know. It's difficult getting window cleaners. Oh, dear. That can't be done, can it?
This is going to have a lovely impression on the new neighbours.
Is that it?
Yes.
I don't like it.
Get out!
Oh, dear. Look at them net curtains waving about like cemetery flags.
Yeah. I know they're sort. They think they've got because they've got 2 bolts.
George, I have been sitting on sausage sandwiches.
My lunch. Still warm.
Mrs. Roper?
Oh, yes, good afternoon.
We spoke on the telephone. Geoffrey Formile from the estate agent.
Yes, absolutely.
Would you be Mr. Roper?
Not for a big clock.
We had 4 miles, as in the length of the boat race.
George. Well, shall we go inside?
Of course.
I'll hang about for you, George. Might go on the knocker, see if I can get a few pickings.
Right.
George, don't chat to the driver.
son. Now, listen, any daft old ladies around here?
This is the last remaining unit in this small, rather exclusive development, and I may say they are much sought after.
Yeah, we had trouble finding the place.
Yes. This is the entrance hall leading through to the cloakroom, through lounge, and affording access to the first floor by means of a staircase.
Oh, that's a novelty.
The lounge.
4 mile, as in boat race.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's so light and spacious. All such big windows.
Yes, but the local window cleaner's very willing, or so I'm told.
What's this? The patio. Ideal for late-night barbecues.
Barbecues, George. You shove sticks into things and roast them over red-hot charcoal, as I will shortly prove to you if you don't stop showing me up.
The garden is very manageable. Are you keen on gardening?
No, I'll let him run to weed. I grew a nettle once. Oh, it's about to start. Well, yeah, I say, she's a bit of all right, isn't she? Yeah, next door, too, eh?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, a bit on the skinny side, but there you go. I like a bit of meat on her myself.
That's my wife.
Yeah. So, there's a lot to be said for skinny women.
Do you live next door?
Oh, I'm so pleased. I mean, I think it's so important, you know, to have nice neighbours.
Yes, it is indeed.
A damn fireplace.
Huh? Adam. Kitchen. Fully fitted, plenty of cupboard space. Bottle rack for your wine or your brown ale. A large space for all your equipment. And how big is your freezer?
Oh, it varies. Depending on how optimistic I feel.
Yeah, what's this big hole in the sink?
Waste disposal. You put your waste down there, potato peeling, so forth.
Well, they fall in the cupboard. No, I don't know, Mildred. It's a bit posh for us, isn't it?
Oh, don't worry about it, George. When you sit there in your vest, scratching yourself, it'll be instant Coronation Street.
I mean, it doesn't, I don't feel like home.
Well, it's not home.
Yeah, well, I like the place we live in, you see.
Then why are you moving?
Oh, that's the council, see. They want to knock me down.
Yes?
Yeah, well, it's compulsory purchase order, see. They want to build fly-unders or something.
Oh.
Yes. Well, you see, the area has gone down dreadfully since we moved there. Yes, and you see, the house really... I mean, it hasn't felt the same since the young ones left.
Oh, quite. It is a sad time for a mother when they leave.
You what?
Well, and a father, too, of course.
Oh, I wasn't their father.
Oh?
No, they had 3 or 4 different fathers, as far as I know. Oh, they were our lodgers.
Oh. Shall we move upstairs?
Yes, right.
Yeah, it's very nice, but there's not much call for gold watches these days. Well, I'll give you a couple of quid for it.
Well, Sotheby's valued it at £250.
You haven't got any lead or rags that haven't been valued at Sotheby's, have you?
Oh, I don't see the point in having 2 loos.
Well, supposing you both wanted to at the same time.
Well, she can wait. Anyway, I mean in here. See, and that little one hasn't got a lid on it.
George, that is a bidet.
Oh, yeah. Coming useful for washing the mud off me wellies.
George, how can you be so ignorant? They don't have mud in Hampton Wick. Now, get downstairs while I look around here in peace.
Hello. Are you smooth? Can I play with you?
No, you can't. What are you looking at?
Are you working class?
Yeah, I suppose so.
What do you work at?
Oh, well, I don't at the moment. See, part-time. I've got this bad back.
My daddy says you'll sponge off the taxpayer and put it on bingo. Handy for life, O'Reilly.
Does he? Well, you tell your dad that I'm working class and bloody proud of it.
My daddy says you should be put up against the wall and shot.
Your dad sounds a right toffee-nosed middle-class twit.
That's what my mummy says.
Yeah, well, good for her. If I saw your dad, I'd knock his block off.
Daddy, he wants to knock your block off.
Come on, sorry about this. Home.
What a nice little boy.
Nice? He's walked, that kid. He's like his father. Are you working class? Pfft.
I'm sorry about that. He will play, you know. Now, where were we?
Yeah, I was just saying, out the back there, I could knock up a few working-class ferret hutches and perhaps a pigeon loft.
Pigeons?
Yeah, well, we can't keep them where they are. You see, the neighbours complain of the droppings. Of course, there won't be any room for the coal, but we can keep that in the bath, can't we? Yeah, well, I've got to have some space out there to burn the mattresses. That is between sponging and playing bingo, of course. Come on, Mildred.
Oh, we'll be in touch. I am ashamed of you, George. I thought I'd always been ashamed of you, but I didn't know what being ashamed of you was. Well, what are they like?
Well, she's all right. Don't think much of him, though.
What's wrong with him?
He's working class. I'm bloody proud of it.
Well, I like it, George, and I think we ought to buy it.
Yeah, I heard you. I heard you all night, even with a pillow over my head.
Well, I mean, the bulldozers will be moving in soon. You can't just sit here like King Canute.
Well, I don't see what burning cakes has got to do with it. Anyway, why can't we take the council's offer? A nice flat on the 18th floor, Gate School Point.
I am not going to live in a vertical slum.
Yeah, well, I feel happier there. They're my own sort.
Yeah, that's another reason why we're not going to live there.
Oh, yeah. I can't get the hanger rolled in my own.
Ah, George, and with all the practice you've had.
Well, old Clint Eastwood can do it with one hand on the back of an horse. And he's wearing a blanket.
Perhaps it's just as well.
I wasted enough of these fag papers to do out the lounge.
Morning, George. Morning, Mrs. Hart. The car's outside. The gearbox is in perfect working order.
That's about time.
Apart from the fact that it's ever so slightly back to front. It's not difficult. I mean, first is now fourth, second is third is second, and first is fourth. Only I wouldn't advise going into fourth, George. It's inclined to slip into reverse.
Perfect working order.
Well, you can't get the parts, Mrs. Hart. I've had to use parts from 5 different cars. Nearly got caught twice.
I don't know why I let this jack of all trades get his hands on our car. I mean, I must have wanted my head examined.
Psychiatry, I know a bit about that. Now, you sit down.
Be quiet. Is it safe?
Oh, yeah.
Right, George. You and I are going to Hampton Wick this morning in that car. Backwards, if necessary. And have a look at our house.
Hey?
Warden 4 Mile, good morning.
Oh, good morning. My name is Roper. I was viewing 46 Peacock Crescent yesterday.
Yes, Mr. Roper?
Mrs. Roper.
Oh, the lady in the nylon simulated leopard skin coat.
Yes. I'm a friend of the earth. Could I speak to Mr. 4 Mile, please?
Mr. 4 Mile, I'm afraid he's in conference with our Mr. Wagfinger.
Actually, we wanted to see the house again. Would it be all right if we picked up the keys, say, at about, 12 o'clock?
Yes, that'll be fine. Goodbye. Bye. They want to view the house again.
Oh, dear.
£10. And it's worse now than it was before.
Yeah, Mildred. He has got the windscreen wipers going.
Yeah, but only when it rains. Every time it rains, we're going to have to suffer the Che wire frog. Now, George, if we do happen to see any of the neighbours, don't...
Oh, George, it's sold. Pow! Splat! Watch out! Ah! With one flick of his powerful tail, the subaquatic crime buster smashed the spear gun from the hands of the mafia frogman. Splash! Help, help! Glug, glug! Ah!
What in God's name are you reading here?
Sharkman.
He's half man, half fish.
Fights crime underwater.
Ah. What sort of crime takes place underwater?
I don't know. Codnapping. What are you looking at?
Oh, just some people outside 46, that's all.
Oh, yes, they were here yesterday. Sold? I didn't know it was sold.
It isn't. We don't want his sort living next door, do we?
What is he, Daddy?
What? Half man, half fish.
Can I see him?
No, Tristram, you go and play in the garden. Mummy wants to talk to Daddy.
Are you going to have a row?
What?
Can't I stay and watch?
No. Did you let those poor people come all the way over here for nothing?
What's the point if it's gone?
Oh, George, I just wanted another look at the bathroom, you know, that lovely avocado low-level suite.
Well, we got low-level suite at home.
Yeah, only since the cistern fell off the wall. George, you don't care, do you? I mean, you don't care that this house has been sold?
No, I like it, always did.
Oh.
Oh, we'd have bought it if it wasn't sold. What's that?
Oh, George!
No, I can't accept that. I am not a snob, Anne. You ask anyone. Well, anyone who matters.
Oh, yes, you are. You buy the Financial Times just to impress the newsagent.
Nonsense. I just don't want to be knee-deep in ferrets and pigeon droppings, that's all. It's not much to ask, is it? I mean, he even grows thistles in his garden.
Oh, the ultimate crime.
Oh, I'm telling you, Anne, that man could drop the bottom out of the property market for miles around.
Well, I think it's mean putting a sold sign up. They look like a nice couple.
I'm sure they are. Apart from him. But his friend. Did you see his friend?
Yes. He offered me a goldfish for the grandfather clock.
Well, there you are. There's no guarantee they haven't got children. Swarms of children. Tristan will get nits.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Geoffrey. I just feel sorry for them, that's all.
I'm sorry. It bounced.
Yeah, damn near hit me. Oh, it's you.
Yes. I don't think we met each other properly. My name's Tristram.
Yeah, it would be. Oh, Roper. George Roper.
Are you going to offer me a sweetie? I won't take it, because Daddy says I mustn't take sweeties from strange men.
Oh, well, right.
Shall I tell him you offered me one?
Well, no. Mildred, can we go now?
All right, George, just a minute. Oh, hello, love. It's Tristram, isn't it?
Don't offer him any sweets. It's a trap.
Do you got any little boys or girls?
No, dear. Not yet.
Not yet?
Oh, there you are, Tristram. I couldn't see you from the window. I'm from next door. This is my little horror.
Oh, how'd you do? This is mine.
No? Oh, well, it's not compulsory.
We were very nearly neighbours.
Yes. Did you have to come far?
No, dear, no, not far. Mind you, it took us nearly an hour and a half.
An hour and a... Oh, dear. Well, would you like a cup of tea?
Oh. Well,
Zap. Pow. Gzunk.
All right, Gaston. Play where I can see you. You come through.
Thank you.
Geoffrey, we've got company.
Oh.
This is Mr. and Mrs.
Roper.
Oh, good. Yes, you've been looking around next...
Yes, we did phone this morning, but you were in conference with your Mr. Wagfinger.
Who? Oh, yes, quite.
Do sit down. Thank you.
Do you think it's all right? I mean, I've got my working class trousers on.
Sit. Oh, what a lovely room. And the carpet. Oh, I do like a nice deep pile on the floor, don't you, George?
Nice deep pile of what?
Yes, tea. Would you prefer China or Indian?
Oh, yes, please.
I like the one the monkeys drink.
Milk or lemon?
No, thanks. I'll stick with the tea.
Yes, we'll have lemon. Thank you. Oh, what a charming little boy. Is he your only one?
Yes. Yes, we were going to have another.
But the dishwasher came first.
Ah, you can't cuddle a dishwasher.
He can.
Do you have swarms of, any children at all?
No, no. Oh, we did try. Once or twice. But, no. We haven't got a dishwasher either.
No, well, we thought best not. There are too many working-class kids as there is, you see. And we breathe like fruit flies, our lot, once we start.
George!
Lucky there's a war every now and then to thin us out. I don't suppose you were in the war, were you?
I was exempt for medical reasons. I hadn't been born.
Yeah, you see, there's always an excuse.
Tristram, what are you doing?
I'm listening at the keyhole.
Disgraceful. You take after your mother. Go inside.
Now, the thing about the war is you had all sorts of people with one thing in common.
They were getting killed.
Eh? No? Yeah, well, there was that. But the main thing was that you had the Duke and the dustman standing shoulder to shoulder, side by side.
Doing what?
Eh? Well, getting killed mainly. No, the point I'm trying to make is that was the war that was supposed to end class prejudice and have our lot take over.
There'll now be a silver collection in his clog. Do you think we might be able to change the subject? Ah, what a pity the house next door has been sold.
Yes, yes, it is a pity, isn't it, Geoffrey?
About the war.
It hasn't been sold.
Emma?
Next door, it hasn't been sold, has it, Daddy?
Ah, well,
You told Mum before it hasn't been sold, you said.
who said that it hadn't?
Oh, there's a sign on the board out there, sold.
Really? So there is. You can't rely on staff these days.
Oh, Geoffrey.
No, it's that wag finger chap. Absolutely useless. Have to go.
There's nothing to stop us putting down a deposit.
Well, I can't think of anything.
Like them, didn't you, Tristram? Yes. Looks like we've got our new neighbours.
I'm afraid it does.
Oh, well, cheer up, George. You said you liked it.
Yeah, but that was when it was sold, Mildred. We can't afford it.
Oh, yes, we can. Once we get the compensation from the council. Of course, you'll have to get yourself a job.
Hey? It's all right. It hasn't damaged the bumper. Be careful, don't chuck it about. Put it over there. No, gently, don't put it. Now, let's start with this bit over here. Yeah. Go easy with that chair. It's not as young as it was. Oi! What? One of the legs is loose and stuff is coming out the bottom.
You've got your problems, I've got mine.
Up. Here, hang on. You can take this with you. Here, and this.
Would you like to pop the piano on me back before I break into a trot?
Well, by the look of their furniture, we won't have much difficulty in keeping up with them.
Your nose is growing by the minute.
I'm just taking a friendly, neighbourly interest. God, what a lot of tact.
Isn't that plane of yours late?
Huh?
The one taking aerial photographs.
You can tell a lot about people by looking at their furniture. I think we'll move.
Geoffrey, you promised to make an effort to be nice to him.
Yes, well, only to his face.
Well, how can you possibly dislike someone you've only met once?
Well, it's just a knack.
Left a bit, right a bit, up a bit, down a bit.
And that's how Charleston was born.
What?
Where do you want it?
Yeah, well, the wife wants it upstairs, but I think I'll go in the lounge, see? Because I stay up a lot at night, you know, reading westerns.
Oh, yeah, I like westerns, cowboys and that.
Oh, yeah, Indians too.
Indians, they're good and they.
Indians are lovely, aren't they? Yeah. See, this chair's very comfortable. Of course, on the other hand, have you got a light?
I don't smoke. I don't drink either. I just stand around here getting ruined.
Right, you better go in here then.
Thank you very much.
Just a minute, I better go in first. Oh, hold on, careful.
George, when you packed this teapot, did it not occur to you to empty it first?
It is empty.
Well, it is now. I've got tea leaves all over my underwear. Look at that.
I see a letter from a loved one and a journey across the sea. Can we put this down now?
Yes, put it down somewhere over there. That's it. If I could find the kettle, I'll make you some tea. If I could find the tea.
It's in the kettle.
Oh, it would be. Look, George, why didn't you make a list of where you packed everything?
I did, but I can't remember where I packed it. Hey, you can bring the bed in next. It goes in the bedroom.
In the bedroom? So much to learn, so little time.
It's upstairs.
Oh, George, look at this lot. This is all I've got to show for 20-odd years of married life. Useless rubbish.
Well, you got me, Mildred.
Yes. Useless rubbish. I mean, George, when did we... I mean, look at that chair. I mean, just look at it. Your father gave us that chair. There's still a stain on it from the day war was declared.
Well, that was enough to make anyone spill their cocoa.
It's all old, George. All of it. When was the last time we ever bought anything new?
Yeah, last month, that coat hanger.
Over here. Oh, well, we can invite people in. Give them a tour of the wardrobe.
I don't want people in, Mildred.
Ah, now you see, that's just the difference between you and me. I am gregarious, George. You are not.
Well, I don't see what astrology's got to do with it.
I mean, I like people, George. I like mingling. When did we last mingle, George?
Oh, don't start that again.
You know, the only person I ever get to talk to is Eamon Andrews, and he never answers. I want a social life, George.
Oh, I see. It's one of your swanky dinner parties, is it? Everyone standing round in +4 with gobful of after 8 mints. No thanks, Mildred. I don't want to. Oh, of course. God, blimey.
Well done, George. You found the kettle.
Geoffrey, if you must stand there spying, at least give a running commentary.
Hmm? Oh, they're just taking in an item of furniture.
What?
I think it used to be a bed. Yeah. I hope they get this lot in before Margaret arrives.
Oh, it's Margaret now, is it? Last week it was Mrs. Partridge MP. Pleased to meet you, Ma'am. Lick, lick, lick.
When you're on the committee at the tennis club, these natural friendships spring up quite spontaneously, if you work at it.
I see. Chatted her up, did you?
Not at all. We found we had a lot in common. Politics, sense of humour.
A moustache?
Yes. No. Well, yes. But don't say that tonight. She's a very important woman now.
Oh, we'll frame her knife and fork.
Yeah, good idea. Look at that dining table.
It's a tea chest.
Not that, behind it. It looks very similar, I grant you.
Well, Geoffrey, I think you should go and ask them if they'd like a cup of tea.
I didn't hear that, Anne.
Either that, or you can help me scrape the vegetables.
Ah, I heard that. I think I'll go and ask them if they want a cup of tea. Do I have to sound as if I mean it?
Yes.
Oh, very well.
Daddy, you're staying on Nif-Nif's paw.
What? Oh, sorry, Nif-Nif.
He's over there.
Oh, sorry, Nif-Nif.
He's moved again.
Anne, I don't think this imaginary dog is a healthy thing.
Nonsense, he's a lovely dog. Aren't you, Nif-Nif? Coochie, coochie, coo.
See? Mummy knows where he is.
George, you have been no help to me at all today. You should have been out there with those removal men.
They said I should be in here with you.
Well, they're no fools, are they?
That's a lot, missus. Right, if the head of the household would like to sign here.
Right.
Yes, certainly. Thank you.
It's got a nice tip, that pen.
Pardon?
Hasn't it a nice tip?
Yes, it has got a nice... Oh, I see. Yes, of course. I'm so sorry. There you are. Would you like to get yourself a drink?
Oh, very much. I'm afraid we dropped your orange vase.
Oh, George. They've broken that vase your mother gave us. Get yourself 2 drinks.
Thank you.
Take it up there, will you? Oh, George. Oh. Right, thank you very much. Oh, by the way, that box of saucy magazines.
Oh, yeah, we slung it out like you said.
Oh, thank you. It belonged to a previous occupant.
Yeah.
Mrs. Roper, good afternoon.
Oh, Mr. 4 Mile, good afternoon. Do come in, please.
Thank you.
I'm afraid there's a bit of a mess in here.
Yes, it's Mr. Roper, isn't it?
Yeah, look at that. Been in my family for over 20 years.
It's a long time to keep a broken vase.
Well, no, it wasn't broken until just now.
Oh, you surprised me. Oh, Anne, my wife, thought moving day and so forth that, well, perhaps a cup of tea would be in order.
Oh, blimey, we've only been here 5 minutes. He wants to make tea for him.
Oh, no, George. You got hold of the wrong end of it, as usual. Will you tell her we'd be delighted? We'll pop in later.
Oh, good. If there's anything else I can... have you been turned on?
I'm not sure.
Gas, water, electricity.
Oh, yes. Yes, we have. Thank you. I would offer you a sherry, but we haven't got any glasses.
We haven't got any sherry either.
That is another reason. Thank you, George.
No, really. If you have any other problems, any problems at all, don't hesitate to deal with them.
Oh, thank you.
See you later.
Yes, bye. Bath, George.
What?
If we are going to go next door, you are going to have a bath.
I had a bath last month.
George, I keep telling you, once a month is not enough. Bath.
20-year-old Ingrid. Trained to be a tree surgeon, but turned over a new leaf and branched out into modelling. Yeah.
George, are you in that bath yet?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then you must look very foolish, because there's no water in it. I haven't heard those taps running.
Water, yeah, it's a good idea, that. I hadn't thought of that.
Look, I'm not going to wait any longer.
Yeah.
I'm going.
All right.
Now, if we put Mrs. Margaret there, next to me here, giving her the benefit of my better side, then you can sit there, next to her husband there. Incidentally, don't you think that dress is a little too, you know... I mean, it's not a coming-out party.
I know what I'm doing. It'll take his mind off the food.
Yeah, but she is a Conservative, and he leans a bit to the right.
So, I'll lean a bit to the left, and he won't say anything.
All right. Don't jump up and down.
Oh, thank you, love. Oh, I'm sorry if I was a bit delayed, but I thought I'd better change out of my old clothes.
Oh, no, you're fine as you are. Is your husband with you?
No.
Oh, good. Good of you to come.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Or sherry, it would be quicker. You have Amontillado, Oloroso, Fino.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
You must be up to your eyes in it.
No, it's the first one today. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Mildred, there aren't any towels.
And you mean you've actually got a member of Parliament coming here for dinner? You must be so excited.
Oh, we don't like to make a fuss.
No, and we told the whole street so they wouldn't make a fuss either.
Oh. Well, I mean, I suppose when you get to know them well, I mean, they're just like us.
Us? Well, some of them are like some of us, and others of them are like others of us.
Oh, how very true, yes. Do they live round here?
No, they live in Surrey. Not all of it, but most of it.
Oh, well, I mean, I know that if they were coming to my place, I would be in such a tizzy.
No. We just take it for granted that... Oh, good grief, they're here. You take the rice buckets, I'll fill their coats, right?
Well, if it is, then they're early.
Good eve.
Is my wife in here?
What? Oh, yes, come inside, please, quickly.
George? Oh, dear God.
Well, I couldn't find the towels, Mildred. I looked everywhere.
Put it in one of the... Oh, go on, I'll help you find them. I am so sorry about his legs.
That reminds me. I must wash the celery.
Have you got your underpants on, George?
No, I haven't.
One fucking wind, I'm going to be the laughing stock of the entire neighbourhood. Please, George. Come on. Oh, look, it's starting to rain.
Keys, I gave them to you.
You did not.
Yes, I did. I left them on the hall stand for you. Look, there they are.
George!
I'll get it, darling. But don't you think you should put something frilly across the top of it? No? Well, no bouncing. Keep them as still as possible.
Is it all right if I breathe occasionally?
You must be the judge of that. Just remember, they are an important couple.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Not them. Them.
Oh.
Goody.
I'm afraid we're locked out.
Oh.
Seems to be the only one that isn't locked.
Yeah, you should be able to get in there, Mildred.
Don't you think it's a man's job?
Oh, yeah, you could be right. Off you go, then.
George!
Yeah. That's on that height, Mildred. Pocket verdigris.
George!
What?
Underpants! He hasn't been well.
Oh, blimey. Yeah. I found them, Mildred. I found the towels.
Good! Perhaps now you let me finish my sherry in peace. Can't leave the ladder here, dear. Burglars.
Burglars.
There you are. It's all right, your daddy's already in the bath. Oh, blast. Oh, God. Mildred! Mildred!
Oh, did they get in all right?
One of them did, the other one's still here.
Oh, how nice.
Sherry,
yes.
which was yours? Oh, yes, the nearly empty one.
Geoffrey, at least fill it up.
Oh, no, that's all right, love. I shouldn't really. Oh, but I will. Well, where's your little boy, then?
He's having an early night.
Yes, Geoffrey thought it best with his A-levels coming up in 12 years.
I'm afraid that Anne would bring him up according to Spock. Oh, that's the doctor, not the one with the pointed
Yes, right.
I think I'd better go and dry my hair. Oh, what now? I suppose he can't find his flannel. Yes, what is it?
Hello, Geoffrey.
Oh, Margaret Charles.
That sounds like your guest, love. I better go.
No, finish your drink.
Oh, right.
Hello.
Anne, you know Margaret.
Yes.
And Charles.
Hello, Charles. How are you?
And this is Mrs.
Mildred.
from next door.
How do you do?
Oh, how do you do? I've never shaken hands with a member of Parliament before.
Well, you still haven't, actually. My wife is the MP.
Oh. I really must ask you now, the Prime Minister, is he the same in real life as he is on television?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, how interesting. And tell me, I mean, apart from being an MP, what do you do?
I'm a parliamentary private secretary.
Oh, I always wish I'd learned to type.
Margaret, you mustn't monopolise Mrs. Roper. Come on down, let me show you my rope. Oh, good grief.
Do you think he wants to come in?
No, shouldn't think so, no.
You can't leave him out there.
Oh, God. Oh, I fell off the bloody drain pipe.
George!
I think I put my knee out.
Yes, well, come and tell me about it outside. Do carry on.
You know him?
Slightly.
You mean you're still locked out?
Yeah, you see, I couldn't get out of the room.
Oh, I'll phone for a locksmith. I'll stay there. Tristram, you should be in bed.
Nif Nif wanted a drink.
I am sick and tired of that damn dog.
He's over there.
Well, that damn dog there!
Son, what dog is this?
My dog Nif Nif. He's invisible.
Oh, yeah.
And he bites people.
Son, look, I don't like to have to be the one to tell you, but there isn't any dog there.
I know. I made him up.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, he's a nice little fellow, isn't he? He's a sort of, I think I'll wait in there.
No, don't do that. Oh, could I speak to Mr. Groves, please? I don't care if you are a recording machine. Let me speak to Mr. Groves.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it shook me up a bit, you know. The drain pipe coming away like that. Oh, here, I've got a bruise on me the size of a...
George! My husband was on his way to the bath.
Up the drain pipe?
Oh, it's a long story.
It must be. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Oh. What exactly is it, this green stuff?
Avocado.
Oh, yeah. Same colour as our lavatory.
I found you a locksmith. He won't be here for an hour, but...
Oh, that's all right. We're in no hurry. Nice drop of brandy, that.
Yes.
Tories, yeah, that's the party for rich twits, isn't it? Now, I've got nothing against you personally, Maggie. I'm in Labour. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have been for years, you see. Now, where you Tories go wrong is...
George, it's closing time.
What, the pubs?
No, your mouth.
Oh, yeah. Now, where you Tories go wrong is not having a firm policy on the price of budgie seed.
You mean we lost the budgie vote?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, see, and it's your leadership, isn't it, Charlie? Is it? I mean, you're Mrs. Thatcher, you see. Now, if she was to wear a Gannix and smoke a pipe, well, she might be...
Yes, but with whom?
Yeah, well, let's put it this way. I mean, what's she got that Mike Yarwood can get hold of?
Geoffrey, if I don't serve dinner 5 minutes ago, it'll be ruined.
Not while he's here. We'll have to give him some.
It's evaporating. It'll be all cock and no van.
Let's face it, you see, I mean, you Tories, I mean, no offence, but you see, and when you get down to it, you're just a lot of chinless wonders, aren't you?
No, not for George, thank you. No, he only drinks to be sociable.
You take your, what's name, Macmillan and wife, who've never had it so good.
That'll be for you, I hope.
I mean, what did he ever do, eh? Apart from letting the window change blow up his corridor of power.
Good night. Oh, it's been ever so... Well, I think you know what it's been.
This is the locksmith.
Oh, hello. Oh, it's ever so nice of you. I'm sorry to have dragged you out to... George? What are you doing?
I'm stroking this invisible dog, Mildred.
George, you're drunk.
Good night. Tristram.
He didn't really stroke him because he's over there.
Mildred, he's got this invisible dog called Nif Nif.
I'll give you Nif Nif when I get you inside.
Oh, that's the one. Here we are, madam. I'll send you my bill.
Oh, thank you very much. Right, come and have your bath, George.
It'll be run cold by now.
It'll be run cold.
Roger Moore, Gerald Harper, the Duke of Kent, the 10 best-dressed men. Ah, they've missed you out again, George.
Hey, they what?
Just don't go into the garden, George. You might frighten the crows.
What subtle point are you trying to make, Mildred?
Well, at least you might try and put your socks on.
I had my socks on. You told me to take them off.
That was last night. In bed. George, if you go to the Labour Exchange dressed like that, you'll never get a job.
No.
Oh. Now, you are just not trying. How can anyone fail an interview for a lollipop man?
Yeah, well, I didn't want an outdoor job, Mildred. Now, if they had indoor lollipop men, well, I just might... Where's my bacon?
Bacon costs money, George. Cash. It causes talk if you try and buy a packet of Streaky with an access card.
I see. But you can afford new net curtains just to impress the neighbours. You can't eat net curtains, Mildred.
If you don't get a job, we may have to.
Yeah, well, I blame this posh house. You spent all our money on it, and now you're frightened to be ashamed of us.
But George, you might like work. Try it.
I have.
Not since the gas mantle factory broke down, you haven't. Now, George, they've warned you. They've warned you at the Social Security. They're going to cut off your supplementary benefit.
I don't care what they cut off.
Neither do I, not anymore.
Ah, leave it, Mildred. You haven't turned me egg over. I am not going to eat that egg.
You will get it served up to you every meal until you do.
It's a battle of wills, is it?
Yes.
Well, it should have said. Stupid argument.
$1.5 million unemployed. Do you realise I'm going to have to feed them?
I don't think I've got enough plates.
I'm speaking as a taxpayer. I blame Anthony Wedgwood Ben.
Oh, Geoffrey, you blame him when you get dandruff. Now, come on, Tristram. Drink your orange juice, or you'll never grow up to be a big, strong moaner like your dad.
Anthony Wedgwood Ben?
Ah, well, he's
Geoffrey, he's far too young for that sort of language.
Is he on Daddy Swears on television?
No, dear, that's Clive Jenkins. Or possibly Hugh Scanlon.
And I'll tell you another thing. These figures are out of date. Should be 1.5 million and one. Deborah's left.
A filing clerk in your office. The thin one.
Yes, well, she used to be. Thin, I mean. She's, Pregnant.
I'm not surprised. She was SEXMAD.
Well, it's damned inconvenient.
What's pregnant?
Right, lad. You wouldn't get that in the state school. I mean, she's growing a baby in her tummy.
Can I play with him?
No, not for a while. He's, eat your cereal.
All right. What's sex mad?
Now, remember, George, I don't want to see you coming through that door until you've got yourself a job.
Well, you better leave a window open then.
George, think positively. Say to yourself, I am as good as any other man. And try and believe it. I know it's difficult, but do try.
Good morning, Miss... Morning.
Morning.
We were just going going into town to look at hats?
Ah, yeah, well, I'd like to, of course, but I've got to
She
go...
means me, George. Come on in, love.
Yeah, right, well, I'm off then. I'm as good as any other man.
Oh, yeah. There we are, love. Go on in. That's it. Sit yourself down, dear. Oh, I would have been ready, but George and I had this tug of war over a fried egg.
Oh, sounds like fun.
You know, he's so fussy.
Oh, Geoffrey's just the same. He won't touch an egg unless he knows where it comes from.
I thought they all came from the same place.
Free range or battery?
Oh, I see. Yes. Oh, silly me. Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Shall I ask my teacher what it means?
What?
Sex mad.
No, don't do that. It's one of those words that means lots of things. This and that and almost anything at all, really.
You didn't mind me asking.
Not at all. If you don't ask, you don't learn.
Hey, excuse me. Any chance to give me a tow up the wash name?
Pardon?
Up the garage, my car won't start. Well, you can give me a push if you like.
Well, I'd love to.
Oh, that's all right. You can give me a lift up the high road.
Thank you.
Oh, morning, Sam. There's not a lot of leg room in these, is there? Still.
Wake you up when you get there.
There you are, 3 o'clock tomorrow in the personnel department. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, now, yes, Mr. Roper.
Oh, no. That's a G. Roper.
Oh. Oh, yes. I do apologize. Mr. Roper, your cigarette, would you mind?
Oh, it's a bit wet on the end.
Thank you. No smoking. Now, I have your file forwarded on from your previous employment office. Radcliffe, Robinson, Roper.
I'm as good as any other man.
Yes. Now, what sort of employment was it you were looking for the last 7 years?
Well, I'm very fond of animals, mainly budgies. I've always been attracted to show business.
Not a lot of call for singing vets. I see you're down here as a gas mantle packer. Now, qualifications. When did you leave school exactly? Can you remember?
Yeah, well, it would have been about 4:30, I suppose. You mean the year? Yeah, 1940 something or other.
I assume you have no O or A levels.
Oh, well, they didn't have education when I was at school. Well, what with the war and that, see?
I see. Well, there's a vacancy here for a builder's labourer.
I don't suppose you were in the war, were you, being a civil servant?
I was in the war, actually. Or there's a night watchman.
What did you do? Some sort of pen pusher job, was it?
No.
Oh, yeah? What then?
I was dropped behind the enemy lines in 1941. I spent 2 years organising French resistance, sabotaging munition dumps, blowing up railway tracks, and so on. I was finally captured by the Gestapo, tortured, thrown into coal pits from which I escaped, was recaptured, escaped again, worked my way back to England, and was awarded the Military Cross. Any questions?
How much does a night watchman earn?
£30 a week.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't want it.
Well, there's another one here. Filing clerk in an estate agency.
Ah, now that sounds more like it. Oh, no, I don't want to work for him.
It's worth going for the interview, George. I mean, after all, he is a friend.
He's not a friend. He lives next door.
Well, at least you know him.
Yeah, but he don't like me.
Well, it's the same thing.
Ask yourself this, Mildred. How come they've suddenly got a vacancy, eh?
I don't know, George. I think the previous filing clerk got pregnant.
Did he? Well, that's it. I'm not going then.
George, it was a she. It's just that they're not allowed to discriminate these days. They forget about sex. Much as you do.
Anyway, this collar's too tight. If I cough, I'll burst my eardrums.
Well, at least you look respectable, George. Yes. Just for once, I wouldn't be ashamed if you got run over.
Oh, thank you.
Right. Now, I'm all ready. Shall we go?
Yeah, right. Ah, no, you're not coming with me. I'm not a kid.
I just wanted to make sure, George, that you arrived safely, on time, and in reasonable condition.
Yeah, well, I'm not a kid, Mildred.
George, there are 3 pubs between here and our house. You'd have been asking the way in every one of them.
Good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon. We've come to see Mr. Fourmile. We have an appointment about the vacancy.
Ah, yes, Miss Groper.
Mr. Groper? Roper.
Oh, yes, well, he won't be a moment. Do take a seat.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I can manage on my own now, Mildred.
All right, George. Now, sit up straight. Speak clearly. And if you must blow your nose, don't look in your handkerchief afterwards.
We'll forward the details of the property of him. Keep in touch. Ah, Mrs. Roper.
Yes.
Afternoon. Oh, afternoon.
Afternoon.
Well, this is a pleasant surprise. And when's you come in?
Oh, actually, it's George.
Yes, it's a bit more private in here.
Oh, all right.
Oh, do sit down.
I wasn't intending to stay, you see.
Oh,
it's
no,
just
sit down while you're here.
Oh.
Now, what can I... You're thinking of moving?
No.
Oh, well. Just a second. Jane, about that woman, about the job, when she comes, ask her to wait, will you?
But she's in there. He's in there. It's Mr. Roper.
Fine, Jane, thank you.
The Labour Exchange gave me this for you.
Ah, yes, You're not altogether a woman.
Well, you didn't ask for one.
Well, I'm not allowed to. It's this stupid... Oh, dear.
Well, I mean, he's not all that masculine.
Well, no.
I mean, don't let his moustache fool you.
Right, that's it. I'm off.
Sit down, George. Now, he's willing, and he's clean, and he does a very good job at packing gas mantles. Though I don't suppose that would enter into it very much. No, it wouldn't.
You're wasting your time, Mildred. He doesn't want me.
No, it's not that. Well, it is that. Look, I'm perfectly willing to consider you.
Oh, good.
No, I've considered him. No, sorry.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You're turning me down for this job, right? Final? You will not reconsider it?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, thanks very much. I'll just go back to the Labour Exchange.
George!
I am sorry, Mrs. Roper, but I did want a woman, and one with experience. It's a very complicated filing system.
Oh, it's a colour-coded cross-index system.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, I used to use it before I gave up working.
Did you really?
Yes.
Now, don't start getting at me, Mildred. I did my best.
I know you did, George. But he really did want a woman, you know. I mean, he wanted somebody with warmth and a pleasant personality. Who does that remind you of, George?
A woman? Warmth? Pleasant personality? Nobody.
Me, George. He offered me the job.
He did what? Now, look here. I'm not having any wife of mine going out to work. Well, I sit here doing nothing, reading the paper, drinking cups of tea while you go out. When did you start?
Monday morning, George. And both of us are going to have to be up at 7:30 sharp.
Both?
Oh, yes. I mean, if I'm going to have to go out to work, George, I need you to make me a proper cooked breakfast.
Come on. This is a non-stick pan, you stupid slice of bacon. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Oh,
Morning, George.
Oh, my. This piece of bacon spat right in my eye.
I'm not surprised the way you're treating it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I just have toast.
I thought you wanted to cook breakfast.
I'm still digesting yesterday's.
What's wrong with it?
I've seen tastier-looking speedway tracks. Now, come along. Hurry up, George. I'm going to be late for work.
Well, hang on. I've only got one pair of hands. Did you want tea or coffee?
Well, I prefer coffee, but since your tea tastes more like coffee than your coffee does, I'll have tea.
Yeah, right. Well, tea it is, then. There we are. Anything interesting in the papers this morning?
Oh, nothing to worry your pretty little head about.
Now, don't you start that. Oh, my God. Excuse me, miss. That looks a nice piece. Whereabouts on the cow does that come from?
Well, it's wrong, love. It comes from here.
Yeah, right. Well, what about that bit?
Well, sort of here.
Oh, and that piece?
Well, more or less here. Hey, do you want to go for the jackpot?
Excuse me. Have you got one of them that a million housewives every day pick up a tin of them and say something or other? Pardon? Oh, you know what I mean. How's it go? La 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 do.
Ah, isn't that the tune for Cross Your Heart, Lady Harness?
There you are. Baby, steady on. I was here first.
Hello, enjoying your shopping?
Oh, yeah, I've got something for you. A tin of baked beans I borrowed off you yesterday.
Come on in, Mr. Roper. I'll put the kettle on. We'll have a nice cuppa.
Oh, dear, my feet.
Oh, I know. It's the shopping. Here, isn't that greengrocer a terrible flirt?
Well, he never said anything to me.
Well, perhaps he prefers blondes. Here, take your shoes off.
Oh, no, that's one pleasure I'm saving till later. Yeah, I'm saving that up. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, I don't know. The price of apples these days.
I know, well, they don't grow on trees.
Oh, there you are. You see, I'm out of touch. You know, my mother, God rest her, in the old days, she'd go out with half a crown, she'd come back with twice this amount of groceries. Mind you, she did a lot of shoplifting.
Prices are terrible now.
Oh, shocking. I mean, I don't know how she expects me to manage with what she gives me. It's scrimp and saving, never any thanks.
Mind you, I can always get a little extra out of Geoffrey if I blow in his ear. You should try it.
Well, I hardly know him. No, I mean, it's not fair, is it? I mean, all day cooking, cleaning, and shopping, and they come home, expect you to drop everything for a bit of rumpo. Oh, well, beg your pardon.
Well, at least you haven't got a child to look after. I mean, I can't even get out to the hairdressers.
Oh, well, if I can help in any
Oh, I
way.
thought you'd never ask. I've got an appointment this afternoon at 4:30.
Oh.
Here you are.
Ah, thank you, Mrs. Roper. Could you dig out a file for me on a chap named Collins, J. Collins? I believe the previous young lady had him filed under D for Dreamboat.
Yes, of course. The previous young lady. Oh, dear.
Warden Former.
I can't find the partisan cheese.
Well, who is this?
It's me. Is Mildred there?
It's for you. It's someone called me who can't find the partisan cheese.
George, I told you not to ring me at work. It's in the OXO box marked string.
Well, no wonder I couldn't find it. Hey, Mildred. Oh, dear. Partisan cheese and grated nutmegs. Nutmeg?
Here you are. J. Collins file.
Thank you. Warden Former.
Nutmegs.
Nutmegs.
Oh, it's not the galloping gourmet again. George, we haven't got any.
Yeah, well, could you pick some up on your way home? Yeah, oh, and the lettuce, Mildred. And Mildred? You hung up on me again, Mildred. Yeah. Oh, add paprika to taste. paprika.
Here he is, Mr. Roper. He won't be any trouble. He's got his homework to do.
Oh, you better come in then, son.
Now, you be a good boy, Tristram. I'll only be an hour.
Right, yeah, bye.
I kissed a girl at school today.
Did you?
I didn't want to, but she made me.
Yeah, I know how you feel, son. Go through this, shall we? Here you go, Tristram, or whatever your name is. Look, you sit down there, see, and look, you get on with your work, because I've got to do some cooking.
Are you playing mummies?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Will you got a baby in your tummy?
You know what? Well, like me, I don't know. Listen, son, babies don't grow in men's tummies. They're found, aren't they? Under cabbage leaves.
Not in our house. I grew in my mummy's tummy. My daddy put me there.
Oh, did he?
I think so. It might have been Anthony Wedgwood Ben.
Oh, well, another day older and deeper in debt. Yeah, the days seem to fly past. I never know whether... Oh, night-night. Night-night, love. Wood and 4 mile. It's in the cupboard under the sink. Oh, wrong number.
Oh, yes. Would you like a one?
Oh, I'd love one, thank you.
Oh, dear. Oh, me feet. Oh, lovely. Oh. Oh, heaven. Oh.
Oh, I see. This is what you do all day long, is it?
I've just this minute sat down.
I'm sure. Well, George, aren't you going to ask me what sort of day I've had?
I don't care what sort of day you've had. I've been stuck in this house, Mildred. I haven't seen a soul all day except for a little half-mile next door. And all afternoon I've been slaving over a hot stove, cooking you nice meals.
Oh, good. What is for dinner?
Beans on toast.
Well, what was all this paprika and nutmeg nonsense?
Yeah, well, I made a mistake. Well, I thought it was gravy browning. Well, they shouldn't put shoe polish in bottles that look like gravy browning.
Oh.
Well, it's all right for you. I had to taste the stuff. The inside of my mouth feels like a pair of brogues. Fed up, Mildred.
Oh, there, now, George, don't upset yourself, love.
The window cleaner winked at me yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, leave me alone.
Oh, look, come on, George, I tell you what. I'll take you out for a nice meal. How's that?
Well...
Yes, come on. Nice bottle of wine. And then tomorrow...
Yeah?
You can start taking domestic science classes. Oh, no. Oh, not sardine sandwiches again. I am sick to death of sardines.
Why don't you get him to make you something else?
I made them myself, love. Oh. Well, it's all he had in.
Right, well, I'm off to lunch, ladies. Back about 2. If anyone wants me, you know where I am. Oh, morning.
Ah, morning. I'd like a word with my wife, if I may.
The nutmegs are next to the
Please be
paprika.
quiet, Mildred.
Now, look here, George.
I said quiet. My wife has given you a week's notice as from now.
Oh, she is?
I am not.
Oh, yes, you are. Because I went out this morning and got myself a job, and I start immediately.
Oh, George. Oh, have a sardine sandwich. Oh, George, you shouldn't be doing that. That's my job.
Yeah, well, it is from now, Mildred. I'm hanging up my apron.
Oh. Now, come on, George, sit down. Now, tell me all about your new job.
Well, it's a position in a shoe factory.
Yeah?
It's a very important position. There were 2 of us after the job, but I was considered the most suitable, mainly because I had both legs.
Yes, I see. Well, George, I've got a little surprise for my breadwinner.
Oh, well, champagne?
Well, nearly, yes. And I thought that I'd buy something for myself, you know, because I thought we need to celebrate.
Yeah?
So I thought that we would have an early night.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to, of course, but...
George, I won't take no for an answer.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to take note, Mildred, because when I said I start work immediately, I meant immediately.
But it's 6 o'clock in the evening.
I know. I'm a night watchman. Good night, Mildred. By the way, when I come home this morning, I expect a proper cooked breakfast.
Get out, will you?
It's very kind of you to offer to babysit for us, Mrs. Roper. We really do appreciate it.
Oh, not at all.
Do go through to the lounge.
Oh, thank you.
For God's sake, girl, move on, woman. I'm sorry, I was talking to Anne. Why do some women spend hours and hours prettying themselves up? I mean, you don't, do you?
Well,
Oh, there you are. Do sit down. Would you like a sherry?
Thank you.
We shouldn't be back too late. We're going to see Tom Stoppard's Jumpers.
Oh, really? Well, I hope you enjoyed them.
Geoffrey, you'll wake him up making all that noise.
I'm only pouring a sherry. You can hardly hear it.
Hello, Mildred. Thanks so much for coming. Now, Tristram's in the fridge and the sandwiches are in bed.
It's all right, love. I know what you mean.
Oh, come on, we're going to be late.
No, we're not. I'll put your watch on 20 minutes.
Oh, God. We're going to be early.
Look, Mildred, if Tristram comes down and tells you there's a werewolf under his bed, don't believe him.
No.
No, it's in the cupboard. Come on.
Bye. Enjoy yourselves.
Oh.
There's a grizzly bear in my toy cupboard.
Is there? What happened to the werewolf?
The grizzly bear gets him.
Oh, did he? Oh, that's a bit of luck.
And now he wants a drink of water.
I see. Well, I'll bring him up one in a minute.
And the biscuit.
We'll see. Now go on, up the wooden hill. Go on, off you go.
It's finally packed up, Mildred. It's been on the blink for years and now it's packed up.
Well, you shouldn't play with it.
I was just adjusting the vertical load, that's all. Now I can't even get a picture.
Will you keep your voice down?
Yeah, I thought I could watch Coronation Street on there.
Yes, why not? Sit yourself down for 24 hours.
Yeah. Hey?
It's Tuesday, George. He doesn't go out till Wednesday night.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, what is on tonight, then?
Nothing. I came in here to get away from that. Now, if you're going to stay, George, you can sit and talk to me.
Ah, yeah, right. I'll see you when you get back, then.
Will you read me a story?
Hey? Oh, I don't know.
What about the Wicked Witch?
Ah, that's it. Get her to read you one.
George, you know he shouldn't be downstairs.
Well, I didn't bring him down.
He promised to read me a story.
I did not.
Oh, George, now, come on. You must keep your promise.
Yeah, but I didn't. All I said... Oh, God. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's it. Right. What was it? The Wicked Witch.
Will you make one up instead?
Hey? Oh. Well, I don't know. Yeah, all right, I suppose so. Right, now then, let's see. Oh, yeah, there was this sock, you see, and it was Scottish, because it came from Scotland. And he was called Jock.
Jock Sock.
Yeah, that's it. Jock Sock, yeah. And there was this other sock, you see, called Sally Sock. And one day, Sally said to her husband, Jock, she said, there's a hole in you, aren't you going to get it mended? And he said, I'll be darned if I do.
I think you better read the book. The Wicked Witch.
Yeah, all right. Oh, yeah. Now then, once upon a time there lived a king who... What's that word?
Reigned.
Who reigned over his kingdom wisely and well.
Here we are. Nice glass of water.
Oh, top.
It's not for you, George. It's for the grizzly bear in the cupboard.
Oh, yeah? Mildred, perhaps you better finish this off for me.
Good night, Mr. Roper.
Good night, son.
Good night, Jock. Good night, Sally.
Yeah, well, good night from them and all, too.
Well, now, where was he up to?
Can I have a banana?
Well, I finally got him off, George. George? George. Oop.
Oh, right.
He was asleep.
Yeah, so was I.
Ah, George. He kissed me good night.
Yeah, he probably did have his glasses on.
Now, look, George. George, it made me think. I mean, is it really too late to have one of our own?
Well, it is a bit. There's a George Roper film on.
Adopting one?
Well, it seemed to be the only way, love. I mean, I don't think George is going to strike oil after all these years.
Oh, you have been trying, then?
Oh, yes. On and off, you know. We went to a doctor once. He said there was nothing wrong with us. It's just that we hadn't been blessed. Well, George, mainly. He hadn't been blessed.
Some friends of ours adopted.
Oh, yeah?
Mind you, they were a lot younger than you. That is, they weren't as old as... Have you thought of fostering?
Oh, yes, we did do, but then, you see, you've got to give them back, haven't you, love? You know, a bit like milk bottles. No, I really want one of my own.
Well, it wouldn't do any harm to make some inquiries, Mildred.
Oh, right.
Anyway, I must dash. Get me shopping in before the pound slides again.
I'll see you up. Oh, I must apologise for the hall carpet.
There isn't one?
Yes, that's what I mean. But it is on order. In the meantime, we're just going to have to make do with wall-to-wall floorboards.
Are you serious about this adoption thing?
Oh, yes, love, very. Mind you, the trouble is persuading George.
Gosh, nice meal that, Mildred.
Oh, good, George. More brown ale?
Oh, yeah, Charles. Hey, you didn't eat much of it.
No, well, you know, I'm not too fond of tripe and treacle tart. But I know it's your favourite, George.
Oh, yeah. What are you after, Mildred?
Nothing, George. Really?
Yeah, I know you're nothing, really. You have them every fortnight. I've got an headache.
Oh, George. It is not that, George. It's just that, well, I mean, you know I've always wanted a child of my own.
I thought you said it wasn't that.
It isn't. Oh, for heaven's sake, George. George? Have a brandy.
Oh, it's up. No, I mean, I've got nothing against kids, Mildred. Well, there was a time when I quite fancied having a little chap. A little fella that looked just like me.
Yes, well, even that.
No, I mean, we could have done things together, him and me. We could have collected shrapnel like I did with my dad.
There's not a lot of shrapnel left, George.
No, I know, but you know what I mean. Oh, might be nice just once to have heard a little voice call me Daddy.
Daddy.
No, it's not the same coming from you, Mildred.
George. Now, there is another way, George. I mean, I know that it wouldn't be your own child.
What are you getting at?
But we could bring him up as ours.
You're talking about artificial insinuation by what's name, aren't you?
No, George. No, I am not.
Oh, good.
I am talking about this.
Adoption Society.
Right. Dear, oh dear. I've been thinking, George. You could tell him bedtime stories about your socks. You could bounce him on your knee.
You're going to go on all night, aren't you? I can tell you left your teeth in.
They are my own, George. And you are not going to change the subject by provoking me.
You're provoking me. It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
George, all I want is a final decision.
I've given it to you. No.
That doesn't sound like a final decision to me, George.
Oh.
And then when you've made your decision, George, we can turn the small room into a nursery. Ah, bunny rabbits on the wall. George?
What?
Bunny rabbits on the wall.
Where?
In the nursery, George.
You think I'm going to crack, don't you? You think I'm going to say yes just for a bit of peace?
Of course not.
Well, you're wrong, I am. Where do I start?
No, George, no. I want you to do this for the right reasons.
You what?
You should only do this if you sincerely and genuinely want to bring up a child that you can love and bring up as your own.
But I'm doing it for that, Mildred. Because I sincerely and what's the name?
Genuinely.
Yeah, and genuinely want a child that I can love and
bring up.
And bring up as my own.
Right. George, you've talked yourself into it. Oh, he was ever so keen on the idea. He couldn't sleep for talking about it.
Marvellous.
Yes. The only trouble is they need a name as a reference. Oh, either a close friend or a neighbour.
Ah.
You see, and most of our close friends, well, they don't care for us. So, I thought of you.
Well, if you think it would help.
Oh, it would. It really would. Yes.
Are you sure we're doing the right thing? I mean, once you post that application form...
Oh, George, we're not committing ourselves to anything. Oh, besides... I'm sure we're doing the right thing.
Yeah, well, if you're sure... Poor little fella. What's your name, then?
Let's.
I would like to call on you at 4:30 this coming Saturday.
Today?
Yes, the 12th. To discuss the matter. Yours faithfully.
Yeah, we couldn't read his signature. We thought it was either Smith or Butterfield.
Oh. Well, could it be, Hitler?
Oh, no. Oh, no, he wouldn't be working for an adoption society.
Oh, Mildred. Yeah, I just had a thought. He might bring it with him, save him making 2 journeys.
Oh. George, he's only come to look at us. For heaven's sake, get those old trousers off.
Oh, yeah, right.
Not here.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm not easily shocked.
It's not shock I'm afraid of, dear. It's pity. And George?
What?
George, don't walk on the new hall carpet.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Edge along the skirting board?
In those boots.
Oh, all right.
Now, what sort of questions do you think this Mr.
Hitler
Butterfield...
Smith.
Get dressed. What sort of things would you ask, you know?
Well, if you're really worried, Mildred, talk to this friend of ours, Jill, the one who adopted. She's coming round this morning.
Oh.
Well, the man who came to see us... Oh, now, let me think. Oh, yes. He asked us how often we went to church.
Yes? Well, we do watch stars on Sunday.
And how my husband felt about children.
Pass.
Oh. Well, he asked us all sorts of questions, really. You know, this, that, and the other.
Oh, this and that are all right. The other...
I'm not sure, but I think that's your Amanda crying. Ah, yes, I am sure she is.
Oh, I can't wait to see her. It's ages since I actually held a baby.
Well, now's your chance.
Oh. She's, isn't she? She's gorgeous.
Well, at least you didn't say what most people say.
What's that?
She's black.
Is she? So she is. Oh, I would never have noticed. Well, I would have noticed, but you know. Oh, she's lovely.
Isn't she just?
Yes.
Excuse me a minute.
Oh, look at those eyes.
Oh, yeah. I can't find my collarbones.
Oh, aren't there your shoulder blades somewhere?
Eh? No. We stiffener things. Mildred, I can't find my collar.
Oh, this is Amanda, George. It's Jill's baby.
It's black.
Yes. Well, would you like to take a... There we are. I think I better get him home.
Oh.
I'll stiffen your collar for you.
It's all very well, Mildred, but supposing we get one like that. I mean, if I walk down the street with it, everyone would think I've been unfaithful to you.
The other way round, George.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
No, I mean, if we got to have one, I want one that looks like me. Well, perhaps without the moustache.
Well, supposing it's a girl.
Oh, then definitely without the moustache.
When this Mr. Butterfield arrives...
Smith.
Oh, right, well, whatever. When he arrives, what do you do?
Oh, yeah...
Well, where's your list? Come on.
Oh, yeah, there we are. Oh, yeah, here we are. I'll say, good afternoon, and I offer him a cherry.
Sherry, George.
Oh, yeah, cherry. At the same time, giving him a pleasant smile.
Oh, my God.
For the rest of the interview, I sit up straight and try not to do anything disgusting.
Yes?
Good afternoon. Mr. Formile?
Yes?
My name is Trubshaw. I'm a social worker for the local adoption society.
Oh, yes. Very worthy cause.
No, sorry. I'm here with reference to your reference. Oh, perhaps I should have phoned first.
Oh, no, do come in, please.
Thank you.
I should have mentioned this.
Mentioned what?
This.
Since I was calling on Mr. and Mrs. Roper, I thought I might as well call on you as well.
Well, that's very sociable of you.
Yes. Here we are. Now, I understand that you are prepared to say that the Ropers would make first-class parents,
No.
Yes.
No.
Geoffrey, please do sit down. We just want to, in the hall. Won't take a moment. Just say yes.
It seems a moment ago, when I said no, that I meant yes.
Mrs. Roper would make a wonderful mother.
And Mr. Roper?
Oh, he would too.
Would you describe them as trustworthy, responsible members of the community?
Would you like a cup of tea?
No, thank you. Trustworthy, responsible,
Well, yes. Yes, I would. Yes, indeed, yes.
1 year is sufficient. And how long have you known them?
Oh, well, it's at least, are you sure you wouldn't like a cup of tea?
George, now, just remember, we must make a good impression on him. So whatever you do, don't act natural.
Right, you are?
No, if he asks any questions, George, let me answer them, right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Right.
Mrs. Roper,
Yeah.
good afternoon. I'm from the Adoption Society.
Yes. Please, come in.
Thank you.
New hall carpet.
Right.
Yes. Please go in.
Thank you.
Sit. We actually couldn't make out your name on the form. We thought it might be Smith or Butterfield.
Trubshaw.
Oh, I knew it was something like that. This is my husband, George, Mr. Roper.
Good afternoon.
How do you do? Marvellous weather for the time of year, isn't it?
I think my wife better answer that question.
Please, sit down.
Thank you.
Would you care for a sherry?
It's very kind, but... No.
Would you like a cup of tea?
No. No. I should explain that we have a very careful selection procedure.
Well, quite right. We don't want any old rubbish.
We select the prospective parents, which brings me to the form you filled in, Mrs. Roper.
Oh, yes.
You give your age as, 35.
Yes.
Yes. Purely a formality, of course, but we shall require a sight of your birth certificate.
Oh, I'm afraid that was destroyed in the Blitz in 1940.
You weren't born in 1940.
Oh, yes, I was. No, what I actually meant was that I was 35 and a few months.
How many months? I beg your pardon?
About 100.
Ah. So that should really be 43.
And a few months.
Yes. Do either of you have any experience with small children?
Oh, yeah, I was surrounded by them for years.
Really?
Yeah, when I was at school.
He means recently, George. There is the little boy next door. We often babysit for them. Well, once.
That would be the 4 Miles. Mr. 4 Miles says he's only known you and your husband for 5 weeks.
Oh, really? It seems much longer.
That's what he said. Yes. Well, I must say that, taking into account everything that you've said, I think I must say that I would like a cup of tea. I'm awfully sorry, but as I said, with your age and lack of experience...
Ah, well, there you go. Worth a try, eh?
Quite.
Waste of a cup of tea, but that's life.
Yes. Well, goodbye.
Yeah, right. Well, goodbye. You're not upset, are you, Mildred?
No.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not, George.
Well, you look upset.
Oh, leave it, George.
Well, look at it this way. It's not too late to have one of our own.
What?
Well, I mean, you're only 35. and don't do that. It was a joke. I thought it'd cheer you up.
Oh, leave me alone.
Yeah, all right. I'll leave you alone. I'll just go down to the pub. I'll see you later. Mildred? Mildred, you upstairs? Ah, how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm all right, George.
I could see you were upset, you know.
Yeah, well, I was a bit disappointed, you know, that's all.
Yeah, I thought as much. So, I bought you this, Mildred.
Oh.
Well, it's not the same, I know, but you've always wanted one and you can cuddle it.
Oh, George.
And,
oh, he's lovely.
It's all yours.
Yes.
Well, you'll need this. He's just done a whoopsie on your new hall carpet.
Oh. Oh.
and we commit his body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. And we beseech thine infinite goodness to live in thy fear and love.
Pee in the grave, Mildred.
Yes, I know, George. Don't. Go and get it.
And to die in thy favor, that when the judgment shall come, we may be found acceptable in thy sight.
A very upsetting experience that was, Mildred. Gone, but not forgotten.
Well, your Uncle Nathaniel lived a long life, George.
I'm talking about me 50p. Well, what were you sobbing about? You hardly knew him.
Well, I enjoy a good cry, George. Weddings, christenings, onions.
Would you like a sandwich, Mildred?
Oh, no, thank you, love. Oh, what a lovely service.
Thank you. I think he'd have enjoyed it if he'd been there. And how are you, George? All right?
Oh, yeah. I've never felt better, Kate.
Do you know those were his very last words?
Oh, yeah.
I must say his widow's taken it very well.
Oh, yeah, I know, Fred.
If you was to ask my opinion, I'd say that she finished him off. She was too demanding. Physically, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, oh, I do.
Oh, it's like trying to run one hot bath after another. There's only so much water in the tank.
Exactly, yeah.
Don't you worry, George. You're going to live to be 100.
Did you ever hear of anybody else who got a mattress replaced under a 12-month guarantee?
Poor devil.
You know, towards the end, he could hardly hold his pension book steady.
Yeah, well, he was a lot older than she was.
He was towards the end.
Oh, I think your choice of hymns was so tasteful, love. Oh, I'm sorry about George's tummy rumbling.
Oh, it was him, was it? It was hard to tell with the echo in the church.
Yes, I know. Oh, and the coffin. Beautiful. I mean, that lovely wood.
Mahogany. I'm thinking of having the dining room done out in it with brass wall lights.
Oh, yes. Like the handles. Yeah. Oh, they went together beautifully.
Mind you, so they should have done. It was a very expensive funeral.
Oh, well, it's the cost of living, dear. Well, so to speak.
I insisted on him being fully covered, of course.
Oh, yeah, well, I think you're very wise, yes.
Take my tip. Make sure your husband's properly insured. Otherwise, well, it can quite ruin the occasion.
Yeah. Yes, I see what you mean.
Oh, yeah, so. Yeah, it's going well, isn't it?
I know this isn't quite the time, Kate, but Nathaniel's best suit, the grey one, is it spoken for? I mean, I'm about his size, aren't I?
No, it isn't. Why not pop round later tonight and try on the trousers?
Oh, righto. Hey?
Yeah, well, I don't like tragic occasions, funerals and weddings and that. Yeah, I think I'll change my shirt.
George, are you fully insured?
What? It's not dangerous, is it?
I mean, supposing you got run over by a bus?
What, while I'm changing my shirt?
Oh. Any time.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've got a small endowment.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, it's 9p a week. I'll get 54 quid when it matures.
Oh, well, we must try not to let it change our way of life, George.
Well, I've got my answer. I make it £1.45.5p. What do you make it?
2 kilometres.
Oh, well, somewhere one of us has gone just a little bit wrong. Yes, we're answering different questions.
I'm not sure you should be helping him at all, Anne. If anything, it's my job.
But you get them wrong.
Yes. If I got them all right, then I'd been helping you. Well, what's the next one? Find the lowest common denominator.
Oh, haven't they found that yet? They were looking for that when I was at school.
And
Fed up. I'd rather go and play.
I'd rather go and play. Your mother would rather go and play. We'd all rather go and play.
Then why are we sitting here doing homework?
Because I want you to go on to prep school, followed by public school, and then Oxbridge, postgraduate studies, a doctorate, get married, have a child of your own.
And start the whole rotten treadmill all over again.
And the first step towards these glittering prizes is to find the lowest common denominator. Now, get on with it. When's your school report due?
Next week.
Ah, good. Looking forward to that.
Yes. We all are.
Do you realise, George, our whole lives are in this box? Oh, there's your birth certificate. Oh, there goes one theory. It's got your father's name on it. And here's our marriage licence, George.
Oh, check and see if it's expired.
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Oh, look, George, your old passport. Oh, you have changed. Oh, what's that on your head? Oh, it's hair. I forgot about that. Oh, now, special peculiarities. Small wart on the... I've never seen that.
Well, no, neither have I. It's awkwardly placed, isn't it? I had to take my mother's word for it.
Oh, I must have a look next time.
What are you rummaging in that old thing for, anyway?
Trying to find your insurance policy. Oh, here we are. The Putney and District Benevolent Society. I see. George, you haven't paid any premium since 1952.
Ah, well, no, yeah, I can explain that. Given a minute. I was out when he called, Mildred.
You could drop dead and I wouldn't get a penny.
Well, no, but...
It's me that people are going to sneer at when they cart you off in a plywood coffin with Maserati tea written on the side of it. You're selfish, George.
Yeah, well, I don't plan to die for years, Mildred.
Selfish! Now, first thing in the morning, I'm going to inquire about the cost of a proper funeral, and you are going to get yourself insured for that amount.
Well, it can't be all that much.
Funeral fee? Oh, yes, it can. I mean, there's the cost of a headstone. There's the flowers, the cars, the champagne party afterwards, the band. Oh.
Good morning, madam. May I be of service?
Yes, I was I'm inquiring about the cost of a funeral.
You've come to the right place. Is it for a loved one?
No, it's for my husband.
A sad time for you. May I offer my condolences?
I've got the beans, Mildred.
Morning.
This is him.
Your husband?
Yes.
Oh, but he's still alive, madam.
That is a matter of opinion.
Yes. Well, perhaps we could go through into the inner office. It's quieter in there.
It can't be.
Pray, be seated.
Yes.
Now, let me see if I've got this straight. You are the deceased to be.
Yeah. It's morbid, that's what it is, Mildred.
George, we're only window shopping. I wasn't thinking of spending too much.
Oh, quite. Well, to start with the casket first. This is a very popular model, the Executive Mark II. Padded and lined with silk for comfort.
Oh, yeah, very nice.
I have one out the back if you'd care to try it.
No, I wouldn't.
No, what I really want to know is how much is it going to cost me? I mean, everything.
Oh, well, it varies. For instance, cars. Will there be many mourners?
Oh, I shouldn't think so, no.
Oh, charming. Let me tell you, Mildred, there'll be all sorts of people only too happy to turn up for my funeral.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, well, there you are then, see? No, I want nothing but the best.
Oh, wise, very wise. There is, of course, this. This is a one-off. Made by craftsmen. Genuine oak with gold-plated handles.
Oh,
No, I was saving it for myself.
You never get inside it.
£600.
Oh, yeah, well, that is a little stiff, isn't it? Yeah. A little stiff. Yeah, well, no, see, what I was thinking was, haven't you got anything, you know, sort of second-hand?
No.
Look, what is the cost of an average run-of-the-mill funeral for an average run-of-the-mill dead husband? £200, love. And that's with half the mourners going by bus.
Shocking, Mildred. But why do you ask? Is Mr. Roper feeling a bit off colour?
Oh, no, love, it's his usual self. Coughing, wheezing, moaning. No, I just think a husband ought to be insured.
And a wife. He might see you off.
Oh, no, love, no. No, I've made up my mind. He's going first. But didn't you once tell me that Mr. Fourmile handles this sort of thing?
Insurance? Well, he does a bit. It's mainly houses, mortgage covers, that sort of thing.
Oh, do you think he could cover George?
Well, I should think so. He hasn't got dry rot in his foundations, has he?
Agreed, one can take out a policy just to cover the burial costs, but, well, let's imagine for a moment that he's dead.
Oh, yes, let's.
Who is paying the mortgage? Food, travel, clothes. Who's paying?
Well, it doesn't bother me, I'm dead.
I think you should take out a policy which will insure him for his full value to you as a husband.
As little as that?
I would suggest this policy here. £20,000 on his demise, £5,000 for the loss of a leg, arm, eye, etc., etc.
Oh, they actually list the various parts and what they're worth. Oh. Ah. One or two bargains here, George.
You're on a commission for this, aren't you?
Be quiet, George, you're dead. That would be ideal, Mr. Fourmile.
Good. Well, you have to have a medical first, of course. I'll just take down a few details. Name, we know. Address? Yes. Height? That'd be about 4'6".
5'10".
Sorry.
If you want special peculiarities, he's got the...
No! I'm perfectly capable of filling in a form by myself, should I so wish. Which I do not.
George!
Nope. Now, I don't like medical examinations, Mildred. They get very personal sometimes, telling you the cough and that.
George, it stands to reason they're not going to insure you if you're falling apart. So try not to show it.
Oh, and they stick their cold wash name up your wash names. It's not a lot of fun.
George, you are only going for a simple checkup. I mean, it's not a transplant, unfortunately.
Well, last time I went to see a doctor, do you know what he did? He hit me in the knee with a hammer.
You probably said something to annoy him, George. Now, you've got plenty of time. Your appointment isn't till 11, and you're going to see a Dr. White.
Have I got to take everything off?
If you wouldn't mind.
Ah, yeah. Well, that's it, you see. I do mind, because, well, if I take everything off, I lose my dignity.
And you feel dignified looking like that?
Yeah, well, no, but...
Everything off. I cannot examine you through your woolly vest.
Oh, yeah, right. Hey, it's funny your name being, and you being, I'll take everything off.
And lie down on the couch, please. Do you smoke, Mr. Roper?
No, thank you, not just now. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, about 5 a day.
5?
3 or 4 times a day.
Oh, so that's 20.
Yes, you could put it like that. Right, I'm ready.
Good.
I'd like you to know that I had a lot of sympathy with you people over the crash helmet business. One of your lot, you know, opened a restaurant near us. The Kama Sutra takeaway.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Have you ever read it?
I don't go around reading restaurants.
Well, no. It's a book as well, you see. Yeah. It's a bit naughty, all those various positions.
Oh, I remember now. Could you assume position 43?
What?
Turn over, please.
Turn over, yeah. When will I hear from the insurance people?
In a day or two. Breathe in, please.
You've got a good sense of rhythm, you people.
You are too kind, Mr. Roper. It is Mr. Roper, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, good, because you all look the same to me.
Oh, Tristram, this is not a very good report. Spelling, poor.
I was top of the class in RN.
RN?
Religious knowledge.
Spelling, poor.
And I was fastest at running.
Well, that might come in handy. And look what your geography teacher says. Lives in a world of his own. Oh, dear.
She puts that on everybody's report. She thinks it's funny.
Well, I'll show this to your father when he's in a good mood.
Anne? Where the devil is everybody?
Which is not now.
Anne? Look at this. A parking ticket. £6 for parking outside the magistrate's court.
What were you doing there?
Paying the parking ticket I got last week. Has Tristram's school report arrived yet?
No, definitely not.
Pity. Might have put me in a better mood.
Oh, George, there's a letter here addressed to you. Came this morning.
Oh, so?
Yeah, it says that you've passed your medical and the insurance company will accept your policy on payment of the first premium.
Oh.
Isn't that marvellous?
Yeah. Have you opened this letter, Mildred?
What makes you think that, George?
Well, little things. The fact that it's open and you know what's in it. It's marked private and confidential down here.
Well, I'm not going to tell anyone.
Well, you just told me.
It's addressed to you, George. You're entitled to know. Now, look, I've made out this cheque. All you've got to do is to sign it and I'll pop it in next door.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Sign it.
£6. Haven't they got anything better to do than go around persecuting guilty motorists?
Excuse me?
Yes, what is it now? Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Roper. Do come in.
Oh, thank you. I brought George's trek round for his first premium.
Oh, he passed his medical then?
Yes, he did. Amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I'd never have forgiven myself if he'd popped off in the middle of the night before I'd given you that.
Oh, quite. I'll make out a receipt, and then if he does pop off, you'll be a rich woman.
Yes. Oh. £20,000.
You what?
Oh, nothing, George, no.
Oh. What are you looking at me like that for?
Oh, nothing, George. I was just thinking about how much you're worth. Or rather, you will be.
What put that in your mind?
Oh, I was reading this advert, George, about a round-the-world cruise.
Well, we can't afford it.
We can't, no.
I've seen an expression like that on a vulture at the zoo.
Don't be so silly, George. It's just that if you did go, well, a cruise would help cushion the grief. I think I'll keep it.
Why don't you hover over me head, eh? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, George! Oh, what a nasty cough.
It's the wrong way, that's all.
Oh, well. Now, look, George. This tourist class is under £5,000, and that's only a leg. I mean, if you threw in an arm, we could stop off at Madeira for a month.
I do not find this conversation at all amusing, Mildred.
George, there's no harm in sending off for the details.
Over my dead body.
I've been thinking about this parking business, and, well, enough is enough. I shall buy a folding bicycle and keep it in my boot.
Wouldn't that give you a limp?
Are you in a good mood?
Yes.
Then I'll read you this school report.
Ah, so we have got it, have we?
Yes. Maths. Must try harder. History. Doesn't pay attention. English. His handwriting has improved, revealing his inability to spell. And the rest are worse. Bottom of the class.
Oh, Tristram. That report is... well, it's very disappointing.
It's not mine, Daddy.
What?
It's yours. I don't have your files. It's you when you were 7.
But
This is Tristram's. It isn't anywhere near as bad.
Ah.
Coffee, George.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good book, is it?
No, it's not. It's about this woman who finished off 6 husbands by putting poison in their food.
Oh, I must read it.
No, I'm taking it back to the library.
Door, George.
God, blimey.
Morning. About your insurance, Mr. Roper, I think you made a slight mistake.
Yeah?
On the cheque, I noticed the date. Instead of writing the 9th of the 9th, 76, you've written the 7th of the 6th, 99.
Oh.
I don't think the company would be prepared to wait that long before cashing it.
No, well, we can soon put that straight.
Oh, good.
We'll forget the old thing.
Oh, but you can.
Goodbye, Dan, Polly. Yeah, it was him next door. I've just torn up the cheque on the first premium, Mildred.
You've what?
Told him to forget the old thing.
George, does that mean you're not insured anymore?
No.
Don't drink that coffee!
Why not?
Well, because I haven't put any sugar in it, George.
Just look at this lot, Anne, look at it. All my paper clips are linked together. Look! What am I supposed to do with this lot?
I don't know. Throw a bucket of water over them.
It's Tristram, isn't it? What was he doing in my study in the first place?
I think he was teaching the Roper's dog to type.
I have told you I don't want him using my typewriter. I want him to learn proper handwriting.
That's asking a bit much of a dog, isn't it?
Where is he? Tristram, I mean.
He's outside talking to Mr. Roper.
Oh, I wish he wouldn't. 5 minutes of Roper can undo a whole year of Janet and John. Oh, he's got that heap of rubbish outside again.
His car?
That is not a car. Cars move. His has got moss on the tyres. It lowers the whole tone of the neighbourhood.
Out of the way, you stupid carburettor. Oh, of course. Ugh.
I got a loose toe.
You go on grinning like that, you're liable to have a few more.
When your teeth come out, do you put them under your pillow?
No, I don't. I put them in a glass of water.
Because my daddy says the tooth fairy will leave 5.5p for it.
5.5p?
Including VAT.
Mummy wants you. Mr. Roper, when I tinker with my car, I do it in my garage. Now, why don't you?
Well, your car's always in there.
Not my garage, yours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I can't, you see, it's full of junk. I say, do us a favour, will you? See if the fuel pipe's clear. The what?
No, love, I'm sure. Yes, George will be delighted. Yeah. No problem at all, love, no.
Young fella, all over his...
Oh, that would be lovely, Ethel. Yes. We'll see you on Friday, Ethel. Yeah. Bye-bye, Ethel.
Who was that?
The Queen Mother.
That was your sister, wasn't it, Ethel? Yeah, Madam Moneybags, her with the fur-lined drawers.
Oh, George, don't be so coarse.
Yeah. Well, I don't like her, Mildred. Hey, come on, get off out of it.
No, George, don't do that. Poor bit.
Yeah. Or her husband. Him and his gold-plated truss, I can't stand them.
You're just going to have to, George, because they're spending next weekend with us.
Over my dead body.
If necessary, yes.
I'm not having it, Mildred. You'll expect me to put on airs and graces. Sleep with me teeth in. No.
George, we stayed with them last year.
Yeah, I remember.
Yes, so do I. You pushed their barbecue into their swimming pool.
Yeah, well, it was on fire.
It was supposed to be. Anyway, George, it's our turn. And I want them to come.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's get it over with then.
Oh, good. I told Ethel you'd be delighted.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, did you get the car going?
What? Oh, no. I need some new parts.
Yes, but did you get the car going?
The plugs are wonky and the dipstick's rusted solid.
Yes.
Now, Mildred, do you think a trade-in would be a good idea?
Oh, I think it would be a marvellous idea, George. But who'd have you?
Sorry, Squire. There's just no call these days for three-wheel wrecks.
Well, it runs ever so smoothly. I mean, I had no trouble pushing it here. And I had the handbrake on.
Sorry, Squire, I'm definitely not interested.
Oh, yeah, well, right.
Hey, no, hang on, don't be hasty. I'll come through into the office. You might be able to talk me into it.
Hey?
Sit down.
Oh, yes, sir.
Right, now, what I am prepared to do is, no, I'd be cutting my own throat.
Oh, that's all right, go on.
Well, what I was thinking was that I'd be losing money.
Oh, I don't mind. What was it?
Well, you see, I could, No, I've got a wife and family.
Please, what is it?
All right. I'll take it off your hands for no charge. How's that?
Oh, yeah. No, can't I trade it in for something?
A trade-in? Oh, well, now that's different. How about a cigarette?
Well, I was thinking more of a car.
Now, look at this, look. I've got a lovely little runner here. Only have one careful owner. Well, the front half has, anyway. Look at the tyres, look. Oh, now they are very, very good tyres. Very experienced tyres.
Yeah, well, I was thinking of something a bit smaller.
A smaller car?
No, smaller price. About 50 quid.
Oh, no, I haven't got a car for that price. Well, not a whole car.
Oh, right, well, I'll try down the road then.
Hey, hang on. Let me ask you something. Have you fixed up your holidays yet?
Oh, no.
Yes, well, they're only staying for the weekend, you know. Oh, they would stay longer, but her mink coat gets homesick.
Oh. They're not short of a few bob, then?
Oh, no, well, I mean, he's in the meat trade. The offal king of Oxshott.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
And they finally moved that clapped-out heap of... Mrs. Roper. I see your car's gone.
Yes, for good. And I'm as delighted as you are, love, believe me.
Oh, you can't be. I mean, should we have a sherry?
Yes, lovely. Actually, it was an eyesore. He's trading it in.
Oh, what's he getting instead?
Oh, look at that, mate. Smashing.
Yep, you got a real bargain there.
Oh, my God, it's worse than the car.
He's not leaving it there, is he?
Oh, no. No, love. No. Oh, good Lord, no. No. Excuse me.
He is, you know. It'll stay there forever, rotting and rusting. Decent people will leave the neighbourhood. Riff-raff will move in. Perhaps even council tenants.
You look quite handsome when you're panicking.
No. I shall bring this up at the next meeting of the Residents' Association. Do I really? Oh.
It's an eyesore, George. And what do we want with a caravan?
Holidays, Mildred.
Yeah.
The open road, countryside, hills, valleys, towing it behind.
Towing it behind what, George? We haven't got a car.
Well, we can... Oh, you're right, I traded it in. Still, we can always rent a car.
We could have rented a caravan.
What for? We got one.
Oh, honestly, George, I think you must be going soft in the head. As well.
Now, look here, Mildred, that was a bargain. Trading in the car and only 20 quid.
20?
Yeah, well, mainly because the axle's cracked.
That's not the only thing.
No, you're right. The sink's cracked as well.
Oh, they saw you coming, George. Now, you get rid of it before my sister arrives.
No.
It is old and it is ugly.
Yeah, so's your sister. Is staying.
Daddy, look, my tooth's come out.
Oh, yes. Oh, very nice.
If you give me 10p, you can have it instead of the tooth fairy.
No. No, thank you.
There's some blood. Would you like to see it?
Not just now. Hello.
You said you wanted to see me about something important.
Oh, yes. Tristram's tooth's come out.
Oh, that's not very important.
It is to me.
Yes, look, go and play. Show your tooth to action, man. I do come in. There's someone I'd like you to meet. Let me introduce you to Mr. and Mrs. Morecambe. And this is Miss Wise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like your short, fat, hairy legs.
Beg your pardon?
This is Mr. Roper from 46. He has a sense of humour.
Quite. Mr. Roper, we four are the committee of the Residents' Association.
I don't want to join.
Oh, good. And we have just passed a motion on your caravan.
You did what?
Agreeing to make you an offer for it.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Here we are, tea and biscuits.
Well, what exactly are you offering me?
Well, there's custard creams or ginger nuts.
Oh, yeah, tar. Thanks very much. Yeah. I mean, what sort of offer?
Well, Mrs. Morecambe thought that before offering you money, we should appeal to your community spirit.
Waste of time.
I said it was a waste of time. We should offer you money.
Right. 21, 22, 22. Oh, you're back.
Oh, yes, George. Look what I've bought.
What?
Look.
Oh, yeah. I saw an X-ray of my bowels once looked like that.
George, you have no appreciation of the finer things.
What's it doing?
Well, you see, the oil in it, you know, when it gets warm, it rises gracefully to the top.
Ah. And then what happens?
Well, then it cools again and sinks gracefully to the bottom. Again.
Then what?
Well, then it rises... Oh, shut up! Where did you get all that money?
Hey, they bought the caravan off me, the residents, what's name? Yeah, well, they said it's bought the view, seeing they're going to get rid of it. I made a profit, Mildred, 5 quid.
Oh, George.
Well, I could make a living out of this. I think I'll get an old boat next.
This is a nice neighbourhood, George, and I want it to stay neat and tidy.
Oh, yeah, I'll vacuum clean the roof if you like. What's the point of having a front garden if you can't dump things in it?
Oh, they're here. Oh, George, now, you take her. That's it. Now, remember, best behaviour, George. Don't click your teeth, and don't hum while we're talking.
Joe. Here we go. You have my full permission to bite the pair of them. Hey, and don't wag your tail. I want no sign of a welcome.
Lovely. Leave the suitcases in the hall. That's it. Come on in, love.
Oh, what a sweet little room.
Yes. Well, George, Ethel and Humphrey are here. Say hello.
Hello, Humphrey.
That's Ethel.
Oh, sorry, Ethel. George.
Well, shall we sit down? Humphrey, over there.
Oh.
That's it. By my new lamp.
Yes. Well, we had a terrible... Oh, God.
Would you like to take my new coat, dear?
Oh, thank you. Well, I think I'll hang this in the kitchen.
Oh, you've got a little dog. Well, there's a touch of Yorkshire Terrier there, if I'm not mistaken.
It's all Yorkshire Terrier.
Yeah, very fond of dogs, is Ethel. She's a bitch. The dog.
Well, now, what about a little aperitif before dinner, George?
You what?
A drink.
Oh, yeah. Brown ales all round, is it?
No. No, George. Sherry. Well, now. Isn't this nice? How's everything in Oxshott?
Oh, lovely. Humphrey's just had electronic gates put on the drive. They open to the sound of my voice.
Haven't seen them shut yet. It's a joke, dear.
Tell me, Mildred, is that some sort of caravan out there on your little lawn?
Oh, yes. Oh, of course, it's not ours. No, it belongs to one of the neighbours. Oh, we've asked them to move it. Don't hum, George.
There you are. It's good sherry, this. Yeah, cheap, too. And if you want any soda, just say it.
Yes. Well, makes a change from Spanish, I suppose.
Well, I do think it's brave of you, supporting the developing countries.
Yes, well, that'll be fine if you can do it. Thank you. Bye. They're going to try and move it this weekend.
Oh, good. Go on, what are you saying?
I was saying that Joanne and Brian and Roger and Alistair, they all got 10p from the Tooth Fairy.
Oh, 10p?
Yes, well, some tooth fairies don't have crippling mortgages to pay.
Fairies don't pay mortgages.
Of course they do. They have to have a gnome of their own.
Yes, well, with that shaft of wit from your mother, I think it's time you're in bed.
I'm taking my water pistol.
What for?
Well, if she only leaves me 5.5p, I'm going to squirt her.
There we are, then.
What a lovely little meal, dear.
Oh, thank you.
So nice to get back to simple, homely cooking.
Oh, you're so good. Shall we all move through to the lounge?
You, think of it as 2 rooms, do you?
It is 2 rooms, dear. It's just separated by the wall, which isn't here. George, stop humming.
I wasn't humming.
No, you were going to. Move through. That's it. Now, Humphrey, here. By the lamp. That's it. And Ethel, dear, you sit there. That's it. The light's a bit kinder for you there, dear. Would you like a rug for your knees? Oh, thank you. Oh, just a thought. Now, you sit there and drink your coffee, and I'll go and make up the bed. You mustn't miss your beauty sleep. You're in our spare room, all right?
Well, I say, did you ever get the barbecue out your swimming pool?
George. Would you like to come and give me a hand, dear? Excuse us, will you?
Well, they do their best, I suppose.
Yeah. Ethel, will you change places with me? This lamp's making me feel sick.
I must say, you and your sister seem to be getting on very well together.
Oh, you fool.
Well, no, I mean, she said she liked your mushroom soup.
She knew damn well it was asparagus.
Was it?
Now, don't you start. Give me that pillow.
I'll tell you what, they're not going to have a very comfortable night in this single bed.
Well, they're not going to sleep here, George. No, they're sleeping in our bedroom.
What for?
Well, because I'm not having her sneering at this one.
Well, where are we supposed to... Oh, no.
Yes, George.
No. I mean, we'll be squashed up against each other.
Yes, George.
I mean, why did we have to come, Ethel? What are we doing here, anyway? Drinking Moroccan sherry and eating hula hoops?
I enjoy my sister's company.
Why? You're always slipping the knife in.
Exactly. Oh, I see what you mean about this lamp.
I don't think it would be right, Mildred. I mean, it wouldn't be comfortable. We'll be touching each other all the way down.
It is legal, George. I mean, we are married.
Yeah, I know, but it's your nylon nightie, so it gives me electric shocks.
I'll take it off.
No. I'll tell you what, I'll keep on the settee.
You will not. I'm not having my sister think we've got no room for guests.
But I'll tell you what, the caravan. Yeah, I'll sleep in the caravan. I'll sneak out there after they've gone to bed.
George.
Right, Governor. Anything you want to rescue from inside?
Oh, no. Just take it away. And, thanks.
Right. Cheers.
Daddy! There's a note under my pillow. I owe you 10p. Signed the Tooth Fairy.
Yes, well, he didn't have any change, is he?
I think I've listened to another one.
This is going to be a very expensive business.
George!
Good morning.
Mr. Foreman, good morning. Where are they taking that caravan?
The breaker's yard. They're going to crush it.
George is asleep in there.
I don't remember the name of the firm, but I do know it was in Crescent Avenue.
Crescent Avenue. I can't find it.
No?
No.
We'll try, Crescent Road.
Crescent Road.
Yes. No. It was Avenue.
What, Crescent Avenue?
No, Avenue Crescent. Come on, get out of the way.
Oi! What have you done to my house?
What?
There used to be old row of houses over there when I went to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
What are they? Hey, you're not fooling me, you know. That's not my front lawn out there.
No. Look, you've that mental hospital down the road.
Well, certainly not. Do I look like a doctor?
Well, no.
Yeah, can I use your phone?
Oh, yes, sir. You do that. Get him to come and pick you up.
Yeah, and bring some trousers and a jacket.
Especially the jacket.
Yeah. Hey,
There's nobody in the kitchen either.
You mean they've both gone out?
Yeah.
They left us breakfast, though.
I don't know. Hello?
Oh, I've been towed away while I was asleep.
Pardon?
Yeah. Well, it's all the fault of that stupid sister of yours.
Do you mean Mildred?
Hey? Yeah, oh, Ethel. Morning. It's George here. Is Mildred about?
No, she isn't. Perhaps she's been towed away as well.
There it is.
Can't still be in there, can he?
He's a very heavy sleeper. Oh. George!
Surely that would have woken him.
George!
Yes, Mildred?
George! Oh, George! You should have been in that caravan.
There. Did you have to spend the night all alone in your little basket? Never mind, dear. Tonight you shall sleep in our bed. And if Uncle George doesn't like it, Uncle George can sleep in the basket. Oh, go on. Kill.
Not now, Mildred. Stop it. Oh, God, get off.
Oh, she likes you, George. God knows why, but she does.
Oh, it's unhygienic, Mildred. I could get our pad or something.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Come on, Truffles, you leave him alone.
Sure, come on, Truffles. There's a sissy named that. You should have called her Fang or Satan.
I was thinking of calling her Rags, after my wardrobe.
Well, I don't like her coming in our bedroom, Mildred.
Why not?
Well, I mean, I might have been in the mood to, you and me. Well, I couldn't, could I, with the dog on the bed?
I'll take her straight down.
Yeah, hang on. I didn't say I was in the mood. I said if I was, and I'm not.
Oh, seize him.
Where's my tea and toast?
The toast is in the bread bin, George. The tea's in the caddy.
Oh, I see.
Come on, then, Truffles. Beg.
Well, can't I have some of yours?
Well, of course you can if you like, George. Beg.
And I thought after breakfast we might go to the park. Oh, what a good idea, Anne. Well, thank you, Geoffrey. And what do you think, Tristram? Oh, yes, Mummy. Good. Well, that's what we'll do then. You're a wonderful mum, Anne. Well, thank you, Geoffrey.
Why are you talking to yourself?
Just to make sure I haven't gone deaf.
Oh.
I know you're both there. I can see your knuckles.
Very well, if you want to chat, we'll chat. Tristram, put your comic down. Your mother wants to chat. Off you go, Anne.
Anything interesting in the paper?
I don't know. I'm not reading it. I'm chatting.
Can I have a dog?
No.
Mrs. Roper's got a dog.
Mrs. Roper's also got a bald-headed loony with a ginger moustache. Do you want one of them?
Geoffrey.
We had this all day yesterday. Can I have a dog? Can I have a dog?
So I could when I was older.
So?
I'm older now.
You've already got a goldfish.
You can't throw sticks for a goldfish. Well, you can, but it won't bring them back.
Is it my fault if he hasn't trained it properly?
Oh.
Why couldn't you bring me some breakfast in bed?
I wasn't in the mood, George. You know how it is. I mean, sometimes one just isn't in the mood. Isn't that right?
I see it. Tit for tat, is it? I've got to sing for me supper, have I?
It's breakfast, George. And singing isn't involved.
I'd get better treatment if I had a cold nose and dropped hairs all over the place.
You have, and you do.
It's right in the household, that thing has. I only have a chance to read the newspaper when it's whisked away from me and spread on the floor. I have to do the crossword on my hands and knees.
Well, George, she's got to be house-trained.
She is house-trained. She does it all over the house.
Now, look, you've reminded her.
What?
Look, she's got that sort of look in her eye. You take her out to the garden, George. Quickly!
All Tristram wants is a dog. You might like it. It might bite Mr. Roper.
Ah. No, you can't tempt me, Anne. Do you not realise how much a pedigree dog would cost?
It doesn't have to have a pedigree as long as it woofs at one end and wags at the other.
No, I'm sorry.
You could teach it to snarl at Michael Foot when he comes on the television.
No, I've no intention. Good God, look at that. And in my back garden. Enough is enough.
Oh, she got to the paper before I did, Mildred. Look at this.
Oh, stop moaning.
Yeah, and she's been having a go at my armchair. Look at them teeth marks.
Some of those are yours, George. That was from when England was beaten by Scotland. Did you manage to get out into the garden in time?
Yeah, just about.
Oh, good.
Yeah, when's she going to learn? We're leaping up every 5 minutes to shove her on the grass, and half the time it's a false alarm.
Oh, but George, she's so little, you see. I mean, it's difficult to tell whether she's just sitting down or the other. Did you have any breakfast?
Well, yeah, I had a cup of tea and some of them little hard biscuits.
Little hard...
Oh, look at this. It's useless, Mildred. Look at this. Half a photo. Percy Thrower showing Margaret Thatcher his prize something or other. We'll never know what it was.
Well, it'll be on the news tonight.
Well, judging by the expression on her face, it might not. Oh, and if that's the dog, tell her to come in the back way.
Oh, shut up. Oh, good morning, Mr. Font. I thought she was in the back garden.
She was my back garden.
Yours?
Burrowed under the fence. If you ask me, there's a touch of mole about that dog. It dug up half my marigolds.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Look, why don't you come in and talk to George? I mean, after all, he is the head of the household. Sometimes. George, Mr. Fourmile has a little complaint.
She's bitten the head off my dahlias.
Why'd you do that?
Not me!
Your dog, Trifles.
Truffles.
Dug a hole in my lawn as well.
Ah, what a shame. She's fond of burying things. I only just rescued my teeth in time yesterday.
Oh, I'm so sorry. But I'm sure George will pay for any damages.
Oh, yeah. Here, hang on. I mean, can mere money compensate for a beauty of a garden in bloom? I mean, can cash be put against the loveliness of Mother Nature in all her glory?
Yes, it can. About £15. I'll send you the bill.
Typical, that is, isn't it? Bloody Philistine.
Oh. Now you've upset Mr. Fourmile.
Me? It's that mobile dish mop of yours.
Oh, don't be so kind. I mean, look at her. That wistful gleam in her eye. With just a twinkle of scampishness.
Yeah, well, I've a good mind to take her out and lose her, twinkle and all.
It wouldn't be worth the hospital bills, George.
Eh?
But since you volunteered, you can take her out. I'll clean her up, and then we'll go for walkies. Twice around the park.
Now, look here, Mildred, I'm not in the...
Eel!
Here we are, Truffles. You'll like it in here, it's better than the park. Hello. Hey, morning. Can I have a pint of brown ale when you're ready and a packet of cheese and onion crisps?
Oi!
Your dog just drank some of my beer.
Oh, sorry. Top that up, will you?
I'm not drinking that.
Oh, no. Well, another pint of that. Oh, put her on the floor. There. That's a nice puppy, isn't it?
I hate dogs.
Uh-huh.
My wife left me because of dogs.
Oh, yeah?
Used to lose all the housekeeping money on them.
Mm.
That's one reason why I don't like dogs. And another reason why I don't like dogs is because what your dog's just done on my boot.
I'll tie her up outside. Oh, sorry about that. That was naughty, wasn't it?
Where's Tristram?
In the kitchen, why?
I've got him something he really wants.
Oh, Geoffrey. You've actually got him
Well, yes, sort of. I mean, it wags at one end and woofs at the other.
Oh.
Runs on batteries. Look. Tris, close your eyes. I've got a surprise for you. Now keep them closed. Right, you can open them now.
Oh.
Watch this. Look.
Daddy bought it specially for you.
Watch this.
It's not real.
No, but it doesn't make a mess or molt or dig up gardens. It's better than a real dog, isn't it?
Well, it's different.
Well, you like it, don't you?
Oh, yes, it's sort of almost what I wanted. Well, nearly almost. Sort of.
Well, it's nice in here, isn't it? Friendly. Well, who do you think will win the 3:30 then?
Knock it off.
Knock it off? Oh, yeah, who's riding it?
This is a greyhound standard. Greyhounds don't have riders.
Oh. You live and learn, don't you? They're nice dogs, aren't they, greyhounds?
Mm. At least you don't drink your beer and piddle on your boot.
Well, you didn't do it on purpose. I mean, she wouldn't have picked on you if there'd been a tree handy. But there wasn't, not in here.
They do say that pet owners get to look like the pets they own.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah. Do you by any chance own a ferret?
No.
Amazing.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Did you insult me just then?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah? Yeah, well, you probably didn't mean to. Yeah, well, I'll be off then. Next time, he wants to watch it, that young fella, that's all. Oh, my God, she murdered me. Come on, girl, where are you?
It's quite a nice toy dog, Mildred, but it's not the same. I mean, if Geoffrey came home and found a toy wife in bed, he'd soon object.
George wouldn't.
It's just that he's not very sensitive in certain areas.
Yeah, same as George.
He means well, but he's forgotten what it's like to be little.
Would George... would you like another cup of tea, dear?
Yes, please. Yeah. What does Mr. Roper think of your dog?
Oh, he thinks the world of her. Oh, he'd be lost without her.
Chuckles, here, girl. Come on. Where are you? Oh, excuse me. Have you seen a wasp name? What? Oh, my wife would kill me. I tied her up and she got away.
What, your wife?
No. The Yorkshire Doodad. What's name? Terrier.
Ah, yeah. Little thing, pointy ears, little hairy body.
That's it. No, I ain't seen one. I'll tell you what, mate, why don't you try the park? Oi! God blimey. Come on, girl, where are you? Truffles! Truff! Truffles! Oh, yeah. Oh. Truffles! Where are you? Truffles! Come on now. Come on, where are you? Truffles! Truffles! Oh, I'm looking for truffles.
You won't find any growing in there.
Truffles! Now, where are you? Come on. Come on, girl. Truffles! Come on, girl. Truffles! Truffles, where are you? Truffles, come on now. Are you in here? Oh, dear. Oh, till we find where she come. Come on, girl. Where are you now? Truffles! Truffles! Are you in here? Come on, girl. Truffles! Sorry, madam. Sorry about that.
I've registered her with the Kennel Club, of course. Oh, look, there's her full name. Truffles de Bourbon Fitzwilliam III.
Quite a pedigree, Mildred.
Yes.
If she could talk, she certainly wouldn't talk to any of us.
You're right.
This one.
I know.
Well, here we are. Home again, Truffles. But no, you can't come in here. No, stay. There's a good girl, stay. Yeah, I'm training her, Mildred. Obedience.
Well, don't leave her out there, George. Bring her in.
Hey?
Well, bring her in.
Bring her in? Yeah, I'll go and bring her in. She's gone upstairs. There she goes, upstairs. She's gone to clean her teeth or something.
That's some training programme.
Well, leave the door open, George, and then she'll come in when she wants to. That's it. Do you want a cup of tea?
Yeah. No.
Are you going to let her have puppies, Mildred?
Oh, yes. I want her to have everything that I've missed.
Mildred, you know this morning when I, when I said that I went out and take her out and lose her, I didn't mean it.
Of course you didn't mean it, George.
No, I mean, if I was to lose her or something, I wouldn't do it deliberately. It would be accidental.
Well, of course, George. And then I'd accidentally strangle you.
Yeah, that's it. I think I'll take her out for another walk.
You're right, Mildred. He does like her.
Yes.
Yes, sir, I see, sir. Yes, sir. Could you... Yes, sir. Well, could you describe the symptoms? I see. Floating upside down in the water. And it sounds rather serious, I'm afraid, sir. Especially for a budgerigar. Well, perhaps a drop of brandy might help. Oh, you've already had some? I see. Well, all I can suggest is... That's right, sir. Why don't you telephone the vet? Oh, good afternoon, sir.
Hello, I'm looking for a Yorkshire... What's name?
Pudding?
No, a terrier, a sort of dog.
Oh, a dog. I'm glad you mentioned that. Otherwise, I might try and sell you a Yorkshire Terrier cat.
What?
Step this way, sir. Are you sure you wouldn't rather have a ferret, sir?
No, I would not rather have a ferret.
Just over here, sir, the last of the litter. There you are. Probably pure Yorkshire, that, sir.
Probably?
Yeah, probably, you see, its grandmother got out the gate. When she come back, well, she looked too pleased with herself, see?
Yeah. Well, she looks similar. Would you say it had a wistful look in its eye with a twinkle of scampishness?
Well, yes, but not as much as the ferret.
Yeah, all right, I'll take her. Yeah, you never know the difference.
Shall I wrap it up for you, sir?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Good afternoon, madam. I believe this is your dog.
Truffles? Where did you find her?
In the vicinity of the park, madam. She was brought to my attention by a pavement artist who just had half his Mona Lisa washed off.
Oh, you naughty girl. Oh, wasn't there a man with her? My husband.
No, apparently not, madam. But if we come across him, we'll return him as well. As long as he's got his identity disc on.
Thank you. You know, I just don't understand this. I mean, she was here only 20 minutes ago. Well, at least I thought she... I see.
Geoffrey, it's Mr. Roper.
Oh. Yeah, I brought the dog round to show her to you before I show her to Mildred. There she is.
I've already seen her. She dug up my garden this morning.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's Truffles. It's a similar face, isn't it?
To what?
Well, to the one she had this morning when she rooted among the marigolds.
Mr. Roper, you are exacerbating the situation.
Yeah? Oh, it's nice of you to say so.
Now, look here.
Geoffrey, what's your blood pressure?
Yes.
You've got high blood pressure, have you?
Yes.
He's only had it for about 3 months.
Oh, that's about when we moved in.
Yes.
You want to take it easy, son, relax, do a bit of gardening. Well, I mean, it's in a bit of a mess out there, isn't it? And, yeah, well, I'll be off then. You didn't recognise her then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well done.
How do you feel about emigrating?
There. Did the nasty man lose you then? Never mind. When the nasty man comes back home, you can bury him in the garden.
Mildred?
Come on, in you go. Have your din-dins. There you go.
Mildred? Hello, Mildred. Home, with Truffles. Here she is.
George?
Yeah, safely home. I didn't lose her or anything. There. She looks exactly the same, doesn't she? Well, I mean, if she doesn't, well, that's probably because she's a bit older than she was when you last saw her.
Yes, of course, George, I see. Do you think by any chance she just looks a little bit bigger?
No. There was a shower of rain in the park. And they swelled,
Yes. She seems to have lost her identity disc.
What? Yes, it got bitten off by a duck.
No, George. Ducks don't eat metal. No, you're thinking of ostriches.
Yeah, ostriches. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, ostriches. Yeah. No, not an ostrich. Not in the park.
George, there is some other small change that I seem to have noticed.
What's that?
But Truffles was a girl when you took her out. Now she's a boy.
Trust you to spot a thing like that. Oh, well, I mean, you read about people changing sex, in the Sunday papers. Yeah, well, I mean, why not a dog? I mean, dogs can easily get...
Snap. Wake up, Uncle George. Yes? A nice little cold nose in each ear. There we go. Wakey.
No, not again. Oh, blimey, not two of them. Get off. I'm sick of your stupid Truffles.
This is not Truffles, George. It's Snuffles. Or Waffles or something. I haven't made up my mind.
Well, we can't keep both of them. It'd double the paper bill.
Oh, you're absolutely right, George.
You what?
Well, we've got a dog and a bitch here. Of course we can't keep both of them. I mean, when they get older, they'll, well, you know what they'll do.
No?
No, you wouldn't.
Oh, that, yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
No, you never do.
Yeah. Well, I'll take her back to Pet Shop, Scruffles or Piffles or whatever.
No, George. I've got a much better idea.
Oh, thank you. You mean he's mine? I can keep him.
Yes, dear.
What about Debbie?
Well, we may have to get rid of him, but you can keep the dog.
No, you're sure, Anne?
Yes, Mildred. Just look at his face.
Tristram.
Ah, leave this to me. Geoffrey, you're not going to like this, but I'm about to talk you into letting Tristram have a dog.
No need to, Anne. I've already got it.
Ah, 7 years old, Mildred. Seems like only yesterday it was a 5-minute contraction.
Yeah. Oh, well, the years seem to fly past when you're over 30.
Do they really?
Yeah, so I'm told. Oh, who am I kidding? Yes, they do.
Oh, he probably likes his cake.
Oh, well, of course he will. God, when I was his age, I was lucky if I got a biscuit with happy birthday penciled on it. And I never got what I asked for.
What did you ask for?
Oh, you know, Clark Gable, Tyrone Power.
Tristram's easy. He's after an action man with gripping hands.
Aren't we all?
Oh, Mildred. Hey, oh, excuse me. Morning.
Morning.
Mildred, I can't find my braces.
They're hanging down the back of your trousers.
Yeah, hey? Oh, yeah, so they are. Yeah. What a damn silly place to leave them. Oh, Mildred, have you been using my razor on your legs?
Certainly not.
Honey, it's a bit blunt. Look, I nicked me throat.
Oh, trust you not to do the job properly.
I don't see the point in getting tightened up just to go to a pub.
George, I want us to look nice.
All right, all right. I'll blanco me Yankee.
We're going to have lunch at that nice little pub, you know, on the green, the Genevieve.
Oh, yes, Geoffrey goes there. It's a bit snobby. They have draft gin and tonic.
Well, it's got to be better than the pubs George likes. I mean, if the glasses aren't filthy, the landlord's queer. Well, I think I better go and see what happens.
Oh, Mildred, keep him busy while I hide the cake.
All right.
Mummy! Oh, hello.
Hello.
I was teaching Paddington to swim, and he's gone all soggy.
Oh, what a shame.
I'm going to put him in the oven.
No, not just now. Look, why don't we go and sit down? There we are, then. That's it. I hear you're having a party tomorrow.
Yes, I'll be 7. I won't be allowed to get in Mummy's bed anymore.
Oh, dear.
It's not fair. She's a stallion, and he's older than I am.
Yes, love. Well, you see, but... Oh, good. I'm afraid he's wet his Paddington.
Oh, not again.
Oh, that!
I tried to dry it with your hairdryer, but it went bang.
What? Yes, dear. Well, I think I'll leave you to it.
I'd had quite a few, of course. Staggering a bit, but perfectly fit to drive. Yeah. Got the car keys out, all set to drive. Chap comes up to the window. One of the laddies in blue. "Excuse me, sir," he said. "I'd rather you didn't drive off." "Oh," I said. "Why not?" "Because," he said, "you're sitting in my panda car."
Oh, jolly good. Same again all round, please, sir.
Let me get this one.
I'd rather go to the Pig and Welly, Mildred. They have a drag act on a Friday.
Oh, we're coming here. And look, I want to create a good impression, so stay in the background. Look, it's Mr. 4 Mile. Cooey!
Oh, good God.
Friends of yours?
No, neighbours, just neighbours.
Excuse me. Oh, Mr. 4 Mile, fancy seeing you here. Hello.
Hello.
And all your friends, too.
Yes, well,
Peter. Peter Folks. One large earth and one small one.
Really? Oh.
George Roper, perfectly normal in every way.
This is Nigel, Charles. Oh, you remember Bunny? This is Mrs. Roper and him. Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah, I'll have a pint of brown ale and she'll have a port and lemon.
Ah, yes. Sydney?
Here we go, then. Look, have a pew.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much.
Roper, tell me, are you by any chance related to the Oxfordshire Roper?
No. You by any chance related to the folks who live on the hill?
I thought we might get in spot of golf this afternoon.
Yes,
Peter, Bunny?
Splendid. Oh, George, golf. Oh, George has always wanted to learn golf.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'll have to borrow a club off someone. Oh, Charles.
Members only, I'm afraid. Sorry.
There is very good crazy golf in the park. They let anyone in.
Oh, yeah. What's this stuff?
That is real ale from the wood.
Good, tastes like Nat's water. Hey, landlord!
I'm here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, that's not fair, is it, dressing up as a customer?
The weather.
What?
The weather. Are you by any means interested in the weather?
Well, yes.
Oh, good. You see, because I think when there's weather around, well, you can do anything, can't you? I mean, you can mow lawns.
Well, I can't. Your husband borrowed my lawnmower 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, that's Mildred. You see, she said before I give it back, I'll get it repaired.
Repaired?
Yeah, well, you see, I ran it over your lawn sprinkler. Oh, I borrowed that as well. Sure. What a lot of toffee-nosed lardy-dars, Mildred. They spurn their noses up at me.
And do you wonder? Juggling with your pickled onions?
Nobody would talk to me, Mildred.
I'm not surprised. After you told that joke about the nun and the banana.
I did clean it up a bit. The original version
I
was...
know what the original version was, George. I heard you telling the vicar.
Yeah, well, he laughed.
Well, he didn't understand it. Come to that, I'm not sure I do.
Well, there you are. You see, there was this nun.
Yeah, thank you very much, George. That is quite enough. I don't know why I bother. I really don't.
Yeah, well, next time we'll go... Hey, look, Gordon Honeycomb. He's going up and down like he's on a trampoline.
Oh, George, they wouldn't let him read the news on a trampoline.
Well, his head's going up and down like a basketball.
It's the aerial.
There's nothing wrong with the aerial.
No, it's the man that put it up. He's an idiot.
I put it up.
I rest my case.
Well, I think one of us should go on the roof and fix it.
No, George. I think that I ought to get a man in to do it properly. I've been thinking so for some time.
Well, it costs money, Mildred. I'll do it.
No, you haven't got a ladder.
That's all right. I'll borrow his for next door.
What time tomorrow will I be 7?
Let me see. You were born at exactly 2:30. You were 4 days late.
I probably couldn't find my shoes.
That may have been it, dear, yes.
Will I ever be very, very old like you?
Not if you keep asking questions like that.
All the people, all the decent, normal people who might have moved in next door, I have to get a pickled onion juggler. Nuns, bananas, brown ale.
Oh, Mr. Roper.
Yes, I can't stand the man.
Then why did you lend me your ladder?
What?
I saw him taking it out of our garage. Just now.
Without asking, right. Enough is enough.
There we are. All nice and comfy.
Well, you may be. You haven't sprained your wrist and broken your leg.
Well, you will if you will climb down ladders that aren't there.
Well, it was there when I went up.
Hey, will he live then? Is it worth chatting to him?
He's only in for observation. He'll be out tomorrow. I'll bring Mrs. Roper in now. She's very worried, so try and cheer her up.
Oh, blimey. What about me? I'm the one who needs cheering up.
This is the worst hospital in the country for broken limbs, you know.
You are?
Well, half the surgeons are straight off the banana boat. The other half are the ones who weren't good enough to emigrate.
Well, it's only a simple fracture.
Oh, you'll be lucky if you're not dot and carry for the rest of your life. I mean, take me. Half my natural functions are being performed by bits of plastic.
Really?
If I was to open my dressing gown, you'd faint.
George, love. Oh, how are you?
Oh, not so good, Mildred. This is Mr.
Jolly. Fred Jolly.
Oh, how'd you do?
Well, I'll leave you to chat now, while you still can.
I've just had a word with the doctor, George. He said nothing important has been damaged.
Nothing important?
No. You were lucky. Your leg broke your fall. Here's Mr. 4 Mile, George. Now, he's very worried, so do your best to cheer him up.
God, Struth.
Hello there. How are you feeling?
Yeah, well might you ask. Attempted murder, that's what it was.
I wouldn't have moved the ladder if I'd known you were up there.
Oh, Mr. 4 Mile, you mustn't blame yourself.
Ah, thank you.
Yes, you must. It was his fault. And you ruined my aerial.
Actually, no. It was my aerial you pulled down. But I don't want you feeling badly about it.
Well, I bloody don't.
Excuse me. I suppose you do realise that you can sue.
I don't think he wants to know anything about it.
Yes, I do. Go on.
Well, I mean, there's loss of earnings, pain and suffering, mental distress. You could sue him for every penny he's got.
Can I really? Have a grape.
Oh, good morning, madam. One husband. Will you accept delivery?
Yes, of course. There we are. Wipe your foot, George. That's it. Come through into the lounge, will you?
I can manage him, Arthur. He's only a little
All right, don't rush me.
Now, come along, George. No, mind the stairs. I've just vacuum cleaned. That's it. He hasn't been in any trouble, has he?
Oh, no. Well, no trouble. Mind you, it wasn't a lot of help whilst we're changing the wheels, but still. Where do you want him?
Oh, in the wheelchair, please.
Right, in you go. Ironside.
God, you seem to find all this highly amusing. I am in pain, you know, Kane.
So am I. You're on me foot.
Would you and your friend, would you like to have a little drink on me?
Yeah, don't tip him. He's on the National Health.
Very generous of you. Well, fairly generous. I'll see myself out.
Right.
Cool.
Well, now, George, you all right?
Yeah.
Can't you love? I mean, is there anything I can do for you?
Oh, yeah, there is one thing you do, Mildred.
Yeah?
You know the bloke in the next bed to me in hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he wrote something on the end of my foot, but he wouldn't tell me what it was.
Oh, well, I can easily see what that is for you. I see.
Yeah, well, the nurses wouldn't tell me what it was either.
It's a sort of limerick, George, and not nice. Was the matron's name really Tucker? Well, but it isn't even true. I forbid you to look at it, George.
How can I look at it?
Excuse me.
Oh, Mr. 4 Mile. Do come in, please.
I saw the ambulance and I thought, well, a bottle of champagne would cheer up our invalid.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm not sure I should accept that. Oh. It might prejudice the case. Should I decide to sue you for every penny you've got?
George, it's just his little joke.
Yes. A wheelchair, all right, is it? I hired it for you from the WVS. They do all sorts. Wheelchairs, bicycles. I thought a wheelchair was best at first, but should you want a bicycle later, well...
Yeah, it might come in handy for getting to and from the court.
A glass of champagne, eh? Oh, may I? This'll soon cheer you up. Good Lord.
Oh, no, not for me, dear. I promised Anne I'd pop back and, give her a hand with the kiddies.
Oh, yeah, what about me?
Oh, don't be silly, George. You can't help with a leg like that. See you later.
Bye. Right, what should we drink to, then?
British Justice.
No. How about, oh, yes, the athletic matron Tucker, eh?
Yeah, what's it say, that rhyme?
Well, didn't you write it?
How could I write it? I'm not a contortionist.
No. She is, but you're not. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Yeah, I'd like to see the racing at Newmarket.
Well, that's 60 miles away.
No, it's on television. 26-inch screen in colour. Well, it is in your house.
Yes.
Did you get that outfit for your birthday?
Yes. I'm supposed to be the Lone Ranger, and I can't get the mask on over my glasses.
He had his father dressed as Tonto with a feather duster stuck down the back of his shirt.
Ooh, fun and games.
I was the rancher's daughter, kidnapped.
We tied her to a tree.
Hands and feet, and that's how the milkman found me. Can you imagine?
Yeah. Yes, I can.
I suppose it's working. The telly, I mean.
Oh, yes. I had the aerial fixed. Cost me £20.
Oh, yeah, well, I'll knock it off the damages if I decide to sue. It's on ITV.
ITV? Well, I don't think the second... Oh, yes, there it is. ITV.
Yeah, that's it.
I should mention that my wife and I are planning on having several children.
Oh, you carry on, I'll watch the telly.
In here, it's a birthday party for Tristram.
Oh, it's all right, they won't bother me, so long as they keep quiet.
Oh, hello, Mr. Roper. How's the leg?
Oh, broken.
Apart from that, I mean.
Oh, apart from that, it's never been better.
Good.
Oh, tough.
Actually, they
No,
were for...
leave him, man. Have a balloon as well, yeah? Oh, I'll get it.
Then top hat, then raw silk and...
Hello there. It's Brian and Joanne, isn't it?
Yes. This is for Tristram. It costs £1.50 and I don't like jelly.
Bye.
Isn't it nice seeing them enjoying themselves? Whoops, there goes one of your vases.
Don't tell me, I don't want to know.
Stop that, Roger. Oh, so far so good. Only 2 tantrums and 1 case of wet trousers through over excitement.
I do hope it wasn't George. Is he spoiling their fun in there?
No, they're spoiling his.
Oh.
I think I'll organise a few party games in a minute.
Oh, no, you won't, Geoffrey. I know your party games. That's how we got Tristram in the first place.
I think I'll give a prize to the first one that wants to go home.
Oh, Geoffrey, they're nice little children. Now get back in there before they destroy the place.
No, come on, I'll go, love.
Hold it. You'll need a drink first.
Oh, give me the rest, will you? Tommy, I'm trying to watch the telly. Do you mind?
Will they give you your leg back?
What?
Will you get your old leg back or will they give you a bionic leg?
I've still got my old leg, it's in there.
Why did you jump off the roof?
I didn't jump off the roof, I'm trying to watch the races.
All right, there, kiddies. Come on now. We're going to play a game. Right, there we are.
Trying to improve on the either side.
Oi!
Oh, George, you haven't got a party hat on. There we are, look at that.
He's got wires fishing on his foot. Let me see.
No. Now, what sort of game shall we play?
Let's play a kissing game. No, it's my birthday. Let's play pass the parcel.
Oh, what a good idea. All right, then everybody get round in a circle. Come on, that's it. You go and get the parcel from me, love. That's it. Mind, there you go, darling. That's it. There we are. There, you sit down, Matthew. Leave the kung fu till later, dear. There.
Well, I see you're entering into the spirit of things.
How long's this going on for?
Well, you remember what it was like when you were a child?
I didn't have parties on my birthday. For a treat, my dad wouldn't use the buckle end of his belt. Yeah, and I'll tell you... I'll tell you something. Here, hang on, I ain't let go, ain't I? Here, how about taking me for a pint?
That's the most sensible suggestion I've heard today. Come on.
Hey!
Oh.
There I was, tooling up the M4, keep it down to about 80. Well, it was a bit foggy.
Best to keep on the safe side, yes.
Suddenly, hear the bell, see the blue light close behind. Thought, right, tally-ho! Down the service road, quick U-turn, up the B140.
I know it.
Hello, Geoffrey.
Hello, Peter. Sorry about...
Perfectly all right. Well, hello again. You're not looking too well, are you?
Won't be juggling any pickled onions today, what?
Ah, you see, mental distress. The jury would take a dim view of that, should I decide to sue.
Yes. Scotch, isn't it?
Yeah, large one.
Ah, yes. 2 large Scotches, please, Sidney.
Was a young matron named Tucker.
I shouldn't bother with that, Bum. Just a joke.
Oh, hey, talking about joke. Did I ever tell you the one about...
If you'll excuse me, the brewery's delivering today.
Oh, yeah, before you go, will you get me an ounce of rough shag and some fag papers?
You don't serve that sort of thing here.
Yes, at the back, and it's at the top of the hill.
Oh, the top of the hill? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Well, when we've had a drink, then another one, you can push me up there, right? Oh, come on, son, get a move on. You're out of condition, you are. You don't hear me puffing and panting.
Right. What do you want?
1 ounce of rough shag and some fag papers. I'll give you the money later.
Yes.
If I remember.
Stack the barrels over there, Sidney.
Are you all right, two Fs? What's going? Well, you see, I must say, in the first place, I do feel, in some small way, that it was partly my fault.
Well, I'll never live it down. Pranged by a wheelchair.
Well, if it'll be of any help, I won't let George come into your pub anymore.
It'll make me feel better.
Oh, good.
Well, looking on the bright side, I wasn't even scratched.
How do you do?
Yeah. Oh, hello.
I suppose you do realise that you could sue him for every penny he's got.
I hadn't thought of that.
Oh, my God.
I see Lady Mountbank has had a Knightsbridge flat done over by David Hicks.
Oh, don't worry, the police are getting for it. Where's the pickles?
Decorated, George. Oh, look at it. That lovely washed Chinese carpet on the wall.
On the walls? What's he put on the floor? Oil paintings?
Oh, and a completely circular bath. Not sure I'd like that. Well, you spend hours chasing the soap.
Yeah. And you wouldn't know which end to get in. Here, we got any beetroot?
Cupboard. Oh, and a bedroom look. Oh, little fleur-de-lis all over the ceiling.
Oh, well, you get those if you leave the window open. Where'd you get that rubbish from?
The dentist gave it to me. Well, he left it in his waiting room for me. Look, George, now, that is how I'd like our lounge done out.
What, with a bog in the middle?
The other page.
Oh, yeah, very nice, very nice.
Yeah. Oh, plain magnolia walls. Those lovely velvet curtains swishing up. George? George? God, heaven. You left me before I finished, George. You're making a habit of doing that.
Yeah, well, Wacky Races is on, Mildred.
Leave it, George. You can do without Dastardly and Muttley for once. Promises are made to be kept.
Hey?
And I promised myself you're going to decorate this lounge.
Now, look here, Mildred. I intend to enjoy my holiday. Here, I've drawn up a detailed itinerary. I've drawn up a plan.
What plan?
Well, after Wacky Races, there's the World of Sport, then there's the Woody Woodpecker Show.
George, you cannot watch television for a whole week. I mean, you'll go blind.
I thought that was when you...
No, that's television as well. I mean, what did you used to do before you got it?
Well, I used to watch the radio.
Oh. Now, look, George, this is the colour I want. Look, magnolia.
Hey, that's cream.
It's magnolia, George, and I think 2 coats would do...
Cream.
It's magnolia, George, and 2 coats will do very nicely. What did you say?
Magnolia. Can I turn the telly on now?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll think about it, Mildred. That's all I'm going to do. Ah, blimey, the picture's gone now.
Oh, George, what a shame. Or ivory. Ivory would be nice.
Just think of it, Anne. A mist clearing off the river. 4 miles fancy flicking across the water. Oh, it hardly seems fair. Someone should go to Scotland and warn the salmon I'm coming.
I think it's a bit cruel catching fish.
Well, you never said that before.
You never caught any. And what are Tristram and I supposed to do while you're out there flicking your fancy?
Well, you be tying up my flies.
Well, I might as well. Last year I hardly saw you for the whole week.
Wow, last year. Do you remember that one I nearly caught? Made Moby Dick look like a sardine.
Shall I pack your underpants or are you going native?
Eh?
You know, just a kilt and a stiff upper lip.
Oh, not likely. Seen the height of the thistles up there?
Yeah, there was a sort of low hum, a crackle, quick flash of Penelope pit stop, then nothing. I gave it a couple of kicks and a thump.
Yeah, well, we've recently introduced even more sophisticated methods than that. How old is this thing?
Oh, well, about 20 years. Well, they don't build them to last, do they?
It is electric, I suppose. I mean, it's not run on gas or paraffin, is it?
Oh, no.
No? Oh. Blimey, look who's in here. Gilbert Harding.
Here we are. Do you take sugar?
Well, only if it's in tea or something. Yes, tar.
Well, then. Well.
Tar.
Will it live?
Hard to tell.
Oh, it's all those years of crossroads. It sapped the will to survive.
It's like the government. Bloody big cabinet and nothing works. I'll have to take it back to the shop. It'll be a week, mind.
Oh, no.
Oh, George, we'll have to entertain ourselves in the old-fashioned way.
Not while I'm on holiday, Mildred. What's wrong with it?
I don't know. Might be pregnant. It's big enough.
Oh, just think, George. You could be the proud father of a little black and white portable.
Yeah, well, you don't care, do you? What am I going to do all next week?
Oh, primrose. I mean, primrose would go with the carpet.
Now, let me see. The gas is off, the paper's cancelled, the milk... who's watering the plants?
Mrs. Roper. Oh, I must give them the key.
You mean they'll actually be allowed in here while we're away?
No, I thought she could do it with a water pistol through the letterbox.
Oh, well, can't be helped, I suppose.
Actually, I think he's on holiday too. He'll be home all next week.
I know he is. Why do you think I chose this week to go away? Oh, I'll drive the first 100 miles, then you take the wheel.
But you'll still be driving.
Absolutely. Have you entered Tristram?
Yes.
Good. Then we may as well...
Yes, that's the one with the kitchen sink in.
Yes, I believe you. Oh, do you think I ought to take something to Scotland to bring back my catch?
No, I think they sell jam jars in Scotland.
Check the back door, Anne.
Daddy!
It's just a second, Hazel. Hang on. Oh. What is it?
All my toys want to come with us.
I've told you, Tristram, one toy only.
I can't make my mind up. You pick one.
That one.
What's wrong with this one?
All right, that one.
I'd rather take this one.
Oh, good heavens. Anne, out of this lot, which one do you want to take?
Tristram.
His toys. He wants to bring all his toys.
Well, why not? You're taking all yours.
A whole week? How would it be if I slipped a fiver in your pocket?
Oh, well, that's different.
Oh, yeah? How long would it take then?
7 days.
Ah, good. Well, what's different about that?
Oh, well, I'd be working with a fiver in my pocket then, wouldn't I?
Yeah, but I mean, oh, God, I'll have to go to bed early every night.
Take as long as you like, love. We could talk to each other, George. I could tell you what's been happening over the last 20 years.
Sure. I wish he had an on and off switch. Is it really going to be a week?
Look, you can come and visit. Or send a get well card.
Be like losing a friend.
I'm going to take it out now. No, don't look round. Best you remember it as it was.
Oh, come on in, love. You got time for a cuppa?
Not really, Mildred. We're rushing a bit.
Oh, well, give my love to the Loch Ness Monster.
Yes, I will. He's loading up the car.
Oh.
There's just one more thing, Mildred.
Yeah.
When I water the plants, I generally talk to them.
Yeah.
You're balmy.
No. It's when they start talking back, you're balmy. I think that's Morse code for something rude. I'd better go.
All right, love. Say goodbye, George.
Balmy.
Oh, God. You must excuse him. He's in mourning. His television set's just died.
Oh. Well, you're welcome to go in and watch ours, Mildred.
Oh, no, shh. It's the first week I've had him to myself since the opening night of ITV. Have a good week.
And you.
Ooh.
La 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 la.
George!
Oh, sorry. I'd be starting just now. Hudson would be saying, "Come along, Ruby. Look sharp. Put your money in trusty saving bank roll."
For heaven's sake, George. I've sat here the entire evening listening to you impersonating Amy Turtle, Columbo, Frank Spencer, and they all sound exactly the same.
Yeah, well, I miss it, Mildred. Oh, yeah. Who's this?
I don't know.
Ernie Wise on a windy day.
Oh. For heaven's sake, George, stop talking about the television.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
I mean, let's talk, George, or play a game of cards, or have an early night.
Let's talk or have a game of cards. Yeah, poker. Now, that's a good game.
All right, then. As long as you promise not to cheat.
No. You spoil everything you do.
Well, I wouldn't mind if you were subtle about it, but you bite the corners off the aces.
All right, we'll talk. What do you want to talk about?
Decorating.
I'm not going to do it.
Right, so much for that. You pick a subject.
Yeah, right. Do you think Elsie Tanner will ever get married again?
Oh, for God's sake, George, go next door and put on their set. Watch that one.
Oh, yeah. I hadn't thought of that.
Hello? Is that, Farrell Lyons Decorators, prompt and efficient service, estimates free?
Yep, speaking.
Oh, I'd like a job doing. My husband can't manage it, so I thought I'd try you.
Hang about. This could be an obscene phone call.
It's just that I want my lounge decorating. Magnolia. And I want it done as soon as possible.
I'll raise you a quid. Well, I don't know about that, madam. I have got a full house. Schedule.
It's all yours.
However,
Let me just have a look in my diary. Oh, dear. Oh, well, we can't let Sir Charles down, can we? You're in luck. I've just had a cancellation. I can just fit you in this afternoon.
Oh, lovely.
Here, you only had a pair of jacks.
Yeah, I know.
Brown ales. Brown ale here. Hey, come on. Hey, get off. That's it. That's all you think about, isn't it? Food and whittling. I've a good mind to it. Oh, there's a nice dog in here.
Well, it's all settled, George. The man's coming round to give us an estimate this afternoon.
Who, David Hicks?
The decorator. And they can start straight away.
Oh, right. Well, I'll be next door. There's cartoons on, in colour.
George, you spent all week next door. We've hardly spoken to each other.
No, it's nice, isn't it?
There are bones inside him, you know. You can go for 'em if you like.
That concludes our programme for children. Next on our TV is Racing from Red Car, starting with the 1 o'clock chase.
Yeah, well, hang on, I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, we are honoured. What happened? Did the set burst into flames?
No, I ran out of beer.
Where do you put it? You're like a sponge on legs. Your lunch is nearly ready.
Hey, what is it?
Devilled fish fingers.
Oh, I'm not hungry. Besides, there's racing on.
Look, George, I warn you. If you aren't here when I put this on, the dog's gonna get it.
Yeah, serves it right.
Excuse me, Mr. Roper.
Yes, that's me.
Farrell Alliance, decorators.
Oh, yeah, I'm in a hurry. There's a race on the box, you see.
But you said you wanted an estimate.
I do, but it's just starting and I've got a bet on. Yeah, it's a roll-up accumulator, see? 6 horses. All it needs is for this one to win. Yeah. Oh, and the other 5, of course. Yeah, Lucky George, its name is. It's a gelding. Oh, it seemed an omen. The name, I mean.
Yes.
Hello, they're off.
Now then, your wife said you want your lounge down in Magnolia.
Cream.
Yes, cream. Or Magnolia. Well, now, let's see. Oh, it's not a very big job, is it?
Hey, look, that's him. Number 7, see? On the rails.
Skirting boards and architraves in white cloth, is that right?
Yeah. Come on, use the whip.
Oh, I'd say we could do the lot for, 35 quid. 2 coats, mind.
Hey, look, he's taking the lead.
Yeah. Right. We'll bring our gear in through the back door. Then save tramping over your whole carpets.
Oh, that's not fair. They're passing him.
OK, Dave. You bring the round the back. I'll open the back door.
Oh, look at that, you stupid cart horse. You're going backwards. Come on. Use the whip. Oh, blimey. You see that? I don't know, I could have done better, me. Oh, well. They want to boil him down for glue. Oh, blimey. Yeah. Oh, blimey.
Food, glorious food. La da 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 dee dee.
Mildred, where's the bottle opener?
Sit down, your lunch is nearly ready.
Oh, yeah, but there's racing on.
Sit. Right, now. You've never had anything like this before, George? That is a cordon bleu dish. It should be made with freshly caught river trout, but the supermarket had a special offer on of fish fingers. Well?
Yeah, up to your usual standard, Mildred.
Oh.
Unfortunately. What's for afters?
Oh.
And still to go is Kingfisher Blue number
Come on,
7.
I think we're going to have to disturb you a bit, Cup. Oh.
Maybe he's gone to collect his winnings.
What, on that horse? I could beat that with John Rickman on my back.
Well, sooner we start, sooner we finish.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing, George. That dessert is really delicious.
Yeah, well, I don't like it, Mildred. Gooseberry twit.
Fool.
Well, there's no call for that.
Gooseberry fool.
Yeah, well, anyway, can I go next door and watch the telly?
No, you cannot. I want you to have a word with the decorators.
Oh, I've already had one word. Yeah, about an hour ago. They're bringing the stuff round the back.
Well, they're taking their time about it. Where did you see them?
Oh, outside. Then they came into the, Oh, my God.
Well, what? George?
Oh, nothing, Mildred. I'll see you later.
Well, I think they're daft myself. A pricey wallpaper like this, and they want a plain magnolia.
Cream.
Well, whatever.
Bloody hell. Stop it! Stop it! Hey, stick it back up again.
What?
This is the wrong room. It's the wrong house. You should be number 46.
No, this is 46. Look, it says it there.
Yeah, I know what it says down there. Oh, God, you stupid Burke.
Now, just a minute, Squire.
Stupid.
Oh, come on. Oh, for heaven's sake.
Mildred.
Shh, George. I'm trying to get onto the decorators. They don't seem to be there.
No, they're here.
What?
Yeah, well, they were, but they walked off.
Why?
Well, on account of the names I called them. Well, they were very quick to take offence, especially when I said I wouldn't pay them.
What for? They haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, well, they have. Next door.
George!
Yeah, well, perhaps if we put the furniture back, they wouldn't notice.
They'll notice.
Yeah, well, we could say a burglar done it, like on that commercial.
Phone the decorators.
Oh, well, don't think they would come, not after what I said about his father.
Right. Then you're going to have to do it. And before the 4 miles get back.
Me?
Good afternoon, Lockside Hotel.
In my opinion, you're not even trying to enjoy yourself.
I am, Geoffrey. It's just that I could have had the same sort of holiday standing in the shower for a week.
Well, Tristram's enjoying himself. Tristram? Tristram!
He's probably hiding under the bed again.
Well, go and get him. It's his holiday as well.
Homer, there's a call for you. It's from abroad, London.
Hello?
Oh, hello, son. It's me, George.
George?
Yeah, George Roper.
Oh.
I was just ringing to find out how your holiday's going.
Well, it's going well. Isn't it costing you rather a lot of money to phone and ask me?
Well, not really. I'm using your phone. Son, that stuff that's on the walls in your lounge, what's it called?
Wallpaper.
Yeah, I know, yeah, but what's it called?
Why?
Oh, well, no, it's nice, that's all. I like it.
Give it to me, George. Let me speak to him. Mr. 4 Mile, how's your holiday going?
It's still going well.
Oh, good. About the wallpaper.
Look, couldn't we discuss this tomorrow when I get back?
Oh, no. No, not really.
Well, I got it in Wilson's in the High Street. It costs about £6.50 a roll.
Oh, I say, that is expensive.
Well, I could afford it then. I didn't have such big telephone bills.
No? Oh, yes, of course. Goodbye. George, Wilson's in the High Road. Get going.
to be home. Oh, don't feel too badly, Geoffrey. I can always buy a tin of salmon.
You can have my fish if you want, Daddy.
No, thank you.
Oh,
good morning.
Oh, morning. We're in there watering the plants.
We?
Yes, George is in there watering the plants.
Oh.
Did you have a nice holiday?
You mean since you phoned yesterday to ask?
Yes. Well, haven't you got any snapshots? Oh, well, you caught a fish. George and I have been keeping an eye on the place while you've been away, haven't we, George?
Morning, son. Yeah, we just come in to wallpaper the plants.
Water.
Water the plants, yes, yeah. Yeah, everything since you left it.
Very kind.
Mummy! Daddy! Our wallpaper is upside down.
Don't be so silly.
It is.
Oh, George.
I can explain.
It is upside down.
You'll laugh when I tell you. No, you won't.
I love it to see you. I know, love. The traffic is just dreadful. Go inside, my love. There you go. That's it, yes.
Oh, I hope you don't mind me parking my new bottle green automatic Jaguar XJ6 outside. Only Humphrey gave it to me for my birthday.
You're still having birthdays, are you, dear? Oh, well, there you go. George, it's my sister, Ethel.
Yeah, I could hear her credit cards rattling. To what do we owe this unexpected pleasure?
It is not unexpected, George.
No, it's not a pleasure either.
Stop. I just popped in to have a chat about Mother.
Well, that's all we need, isn't it? Blinking mother and all.
Actually, that reminds me. On Saturday, I'm selling flags for the pig ignorant.
Well, George isn't too keen on having Mother stay with us for the week.
Oh, he's hiding it well. I must say, Humphrey gets on with her all right.
Yes, well, I mean, he's more used to older women, isn't he, dear? Sherry?
Have you got some of that sherry you served the last time?
Yes.
No, thank you. Now, about Mother. She is not getting any younger.
No, well, dear, none of us are. Apart from you, of course.
What I mean to say is, she's living in the past, just a little. Every time the planes fly over from Heathrow, she can't understand why the ACAT guns aren't firing at them.
I think most of us feel that way, dear.
And Hilda, with her for a week last year, she says she's getting very forgetful.
Oh, Hilda can talk. 5 kids, she's supposed to be on the pill.
5.5. The chemist was shut again.
Oh, no.
Anyway, I thought I'd better just drop in and mention it.
Yeah, and show us your bottle green automatic XJ what's name?
Oh, George.
Well, it's the one that she didn't bring it in with her.
It's perfectly all right, Mildred. Mother was right. You should never have married him.
Your mother was against you and me getting married?
Oh, yes.
God, how I've wronged that woman.
Anne, I want a word with you. I have just found a sticky toffee apple in the glove compartment.
Oh, well, don't eat it now. You'll spoil your dinner.
Where is Tristram?
Well, why blame him? It could be that Mr. Michael's down at your garage.
Well, I've never seen him eating toffee apples.
Well, he probably sees you coming and then hides them in the glove compartment.
Right. Where is he?
Oh, just a minute, Geoffrey. Listen, he's a bit upset. Well, he got a black eye at school today.
He got a black eye? In school? You mean he's been fighting? My lad. Did he put up a good show, you know, win, that sort of thing?
No, he lost.
And you know I disapprove of fighting. Who was it?
He wouldn't say.
Right. Hello there, soldier. All right?
I've got a black eye.
Yes, yes. Oh. Look, I don't want you to feel you've let me down at all by not winning, because I imagine your opponent was what, twice your size?
No, smaller.
Probably a council child, wiry and cunning. They developed their reflexes through doing paper rounds.
It was Leslie Wilkinson.
Little Leslie?
All right, Anne. Tell you what we do, soldier. First thing Monday, your mother will go out and buy a pair of boxing gloves.
And hit Leslie Wilkinson?
Yes. No. I'll do some boxing lessons and you can do it.
You said I shouldn't hit girls.
Girls?
Oh, Mother. Oh, it's been ages.
Well, you're looking very well, Ethel.
Mildred, dear.
Yes. Now, where are the children? Bring them in to see Granny.
You're thinking of Hilda, Mother.
Yes.
Yes. Well, go on. In you go. There you are. Good. Yes. There we are.
Oh.
Now, mind the stairs, dear. That's right. There. Oh, we have been looking forward to this visit. George. George wants to say something to you, Mother, don't you, George?
Yeah. Welcome, mother-in-law. We hope your stay with us will be a
pleasant one.
Yeah, be a pleasant one. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Humphrey.
George.
Yes.
George, go and get Ma's bag from the taxi, will you, and pay him?
Oh, cool.
You sit down, dear.
One bag for another bag.
There we are. Cool. You were lucky getting a taxi from the station.
Oh, I didn't, dear. I got one from Dagenham. I can't afford the train.
But it's ever so much more expensive by taxi.
Yes, but Humphrey's paying for it. Oh, you've got a Yorkshire Terrier.
Yes. Oh, come on then, love. It's Truffles, look.
Here.
Yes.
Mildred's got one of them.
Yes, dear. Yes. Well, this is nice, Mother.
Yes.
Yeah. How are you keeping?
Oh, very well. I've not had a day's illness since that new woman doctor came.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is she good?
Oh, no. I just don't like her. She hasn't got a man's hands.
Oh, blimey. Do you know how much he wanted? Nearly £6. And he expected a tip. Yeah, look at that. 5p change.
Oh, thank you, George.
Leave it, George. At least she got the name right.
Right, Tristram, here we go. Lesson 1. Lead with your left. Like this. Right. Now hit me on the chin.
I can't reach it.
Oh, no. How about this? Oh, you better take your glasses off.
Then I won't be able to see.
Ah, no. I'll take my glasses off as well. Neither of us will be able to see. That's fair. Anne?
Yes?
Could you take our glasses off before we start, please?
Oh, I bet Ali and Foreman never had this trouble.
Right. Have you taken his glasses off?
Yes.
Good. Where are you? Ah. Right, you ready?
I think so.
Well, no, you're not, son, you see, because your guard's open. Look, you see?
Oh,
See?
I can't stand it. Oh, get that for me, Geoffrey. I've got a pan on.
Yeah. Oh, Anne, but, can you see my glasses? No, of course you can't. Keep your guard up.
It's up.
Is it? Well, keep it up. Yes, I'm trying to open the... who is it?
Oh, it's me, Mr. Fourmile.
Oh, Mrs. Roper. What can I do for you?
Well, I was wondering if you could possibly fill this for me.
Well, I might be able to. What is it?
Well, it's a peppermint. I've run out of peppercorns, you see, and I thought I haven't called it a bad moment, have I? I mean, you're not having a disagreement with Anne.
What? Oh, no.
No.
She's in the kitchen. Do come in.
Oh, sure, thank you. I'll close the door.
There we are. I'm knitting this for Hilda.
It never fit her.
For the baby. She's expecting again.
Oh, yeah. Gets pregnant if she shares her husband's bathwater, she does.
Oh, they're lovely kiddies. Got 5, she has. Haven't you ever wanted one, George?
Why? She giving them away?
I'd like another grandson. Before I go.
Oh, it's a bit short notice. You're only here for a week.
Someone to carry on the family name. I suppose only Arthur can do that.
Arthur? Who's Arthur?
My eldest. Oh, you've never met him, have you? He's in New Zealand.
Oh, yeah, well, that's probably why.
Emigrated. He's still the bachelor gay, of course.
Oh, well, so much for the family name.
Here we are, then. Dinner's nearly ready, Mother. I made you some nice steamed fish in milk.
Oh, I'd rather have a lamb chop. They smell nice.
Oh, well, you can have mine.
Oh, good thinking, Mildred.
And I'll have yours. You can have the fish.
Oh. Next, you'll be giving her brown ale.
Oh, thank you, George. Isn't he kind?
Oh, blimey, it's going to be a hell of a week, this is. Oh, breakfast, that looks good.
That's Mother's, George, and I expect you like the paper too.
Cool, that's typical, isn't it? For the past week, I've come second in this household.
Third, George, you're forgetting the dog.
Waited on her hand and foot. If she had an itchy nose, you sneeze for her.
Well, she needs looking after.
And so do I.
Well, you're not an old lady, George. You're a bit of an old woman, but you're not an old lady.
We're glad when we see the back of her.
Well, don't hold your breath while you're waiting, George.
What?
Because I am seriously thinking of having my mother stay with us permanently.
Now, look here, Mildred. Your mother is not living with us.
Oh, don't get yourself in a state, George. I mean, I know there are drawbacks, but there are advantages too.
If she stays, I go.
Yes, that's one of them.
She's got her own home in what's name? Dagenham. If it's good enough for the girl pipers, it's good enough for her.
George, she's all alone there. I mean, how would you like to be all alone in your old age?
As a matter of fact, that's one of my ambitions.
I see. You know, George, sometimes you can say the most hurtful things.
Yeah, well, now, don't turn on the waterworks.
We used to be happy once, George, you and I. Sometimes. I mean, what happened to us?
Well, we got married, Mildred.
Yes, but people who get married don't have to hate each other.
Well, we don't hate each other.
You speak for yourself.
Oh, don't misunderstand me, dearest. I mean, I've got a lot of affection and respect for your mother. I just don't see why we should be lumbered with the old boot. Why can't one of the others look after her?
Because Hilda is expecting.
Yeah, so's Ethel, expecting us to lumber ourselves. Look, your mother is nothing but an old...
Isn't lunch ready yet?
Gannet, that's the word I was searching for.
George!
Gannet? What's he mean? Gannet?
Oh, well, it's a sort of raincoat, Mother. You see, George was thinking of buying one. There's some tea in the pot if you'd like a cup.
Oh, thank you very much.
There you are, dear.
You. I am your husband, Mildred. I do have certain rights.
But it's months since you...
Other rights. Privacy in my own home. I mean, she's not just our responsibility.
Well, no.
I gave you my advice what to do with her at the beginning of the week.
I am not having her put down.
That's it, soldier. Keep them coming. Now, don't worry about the fact you're not getting through. It's just that I'm rather good at it. And don't forget to use your feet.
You mean I can kick you?
No. Footwork. That's it. In my case, knee work. Try and catch me with the guard down.
I'd rather learn Kung Fu.
We are not having any of that foreign rubbish in this house. You learn a good British straight left, you won't have to worry about being bullied at school.
No, you can be bullied at home instead. End of round 37.
He's getting rather good at it, Anne. It is Anne, isn't it?
Yes. Actually, you look more attractive without your glasses on.
Yeah, so do you.
Oh, thank you.
Trying to do a really good hard right.
Any more of that, and I will.
Well, I wasn't actually talking to you. Oof!
Somebody's got now.
Yes.
Here we are, then. There we are. Now, sit yourselves down. Ethel over there, dear. And Humphrey over there. That's it. By the lamp. George?
What? Oh, yeah. Right, anyone care for a sherry?
No. Is Hilda coming to this...
Family conference, yes, dear, she is, yes.
What about fertile Fred?
Yes, well, her husband will be here too, I think, yes. George. Door.
All right, all right.
Oh, it's all been such a rush, Mildred. When you rang, I hadn't even got my face on.
Oh, you should have said, dear. We could have made it next week.
Well, I've told you what I think you should do with your mother.
Humphrey.
Quite right, Ethel. I think we should wait till Hilda gets here before we start any conference. Oh, she's here.
She is.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Little thing.
There we
Oh, look at that. Looks like the opening scene from Macbeth, doesn't it?
Hey?
All they need is a bubbling cauldron.
What was that, Humphrey?
Eh? Oh, no, I was just saying, dear, it's been a long time since we had a family get-together like this, hasn't it, George?
Hey? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a good night, though, wasn't it? You know, drinking a bit of an ease up. Oh, God, yeah. You know, that's the only time I've ever seen your mother have a really good laugh. Yeah, when was that?
My father's funeral.
Oh, yeah.
Frederick not with you, dear?
No, he's not. He's a bit tired.
Oh, that's understandable.
He sends his love.
Yes, we can see he does. Well, now that we're all here, now, I want to talk about Mother.
Isn't tea ready yet? Oh, what a surprise. Oh, Ethel, Hilda, Mildred, Frederick, and George.
Yeah, well, I live here.
Have you all come to see me?
Yes, Mother, now, isn't that nice?
Aww.
And now that they have all seen you, George is going to take you down the pub for a little drink.
Am I?
Is he?
You can't blame him, Geoffrey. You did ask him to try and hit you.
Not when I wasn't looking. How is it?
Well, it's, Oh, you look like half a panda.
Oh, so nice to see all the family together again. Is Arthur coming?
Who? Oh, no, not all the way from Newfoundland.
New Zealand?
Yeah, well, it's the same place. No, there's a bus strike on, see? Right, well, sit down. What are you drinking?
You hear the comments now. You know what people think, don't you?
No.
Oh, evening, son. Hello, God, she's been bashing you about, has she?
That's what people will think.
Clocked in with a rolling pin, did you? What, night out with the lads?
Mr. Roper.
It's all right, son. I mean, it's nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, we all have our little tiffs. I should tell people that lad of yours did it.
He did.
Ah, yeah, that's the way.
I can't take her. Oh, I can see your point about leaving her on her own, but, well, there's not a lot of space in our house. I mean, Frederick needs a room of his own.
He's left it a bit late for that, hasn't he?
To study. He wants to be a producer.
Looks as if he's doing all right, is it?
Free. Now, I, too, would be only too happy to have Mother come and live with us. But the one spare room we have, we've had plans drawn up to turn it into a...
Billiard room.
Sauna bath. Come,
Sauna
billiard
bath.
room.
Well, what about you? George says he's going to leave if Mother comes here.
Oh, good, then you'll have plenty of room.
Oh, that is typical of you, isn't it?
Come on. Now, look here, let's be reasonable about this. Now, why don't we put her into the Bide-a-Wee home for retired gentlefolk? I mean, the walls must be 10 feet high. She'd never get out.
I couldn't push her into a home.
You're trying to push her into mine? Oh, look, you've got this great big house, a great big swimming pool.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind pushing her into that.
This is our mother we're talking about. She's given us the best years of her life. I mean, here we all are, trying to palm her off onto someone else. Well, I don't know how you feel about it, but I feel ashamed.
So you'll take her?
No, I won't. You take her.
Yeah, well, this is a bundle of fun, isn't it? You want a game of football?
We haven't got a ball.
No, on the machine. Yeah, oh, forget it. Do you fancy a packet of crisps?
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah, well, get me one while you're up there.
My legs aren't what they were, you know. I'm not long for this world.
Oh, but you got time to get a packet of crisps, haven't you?
I've had a good life, though. Seen all my daughters happily married, apart from Mildred, of course.
Hey?
They think the world of me, they do.
Oh, do they? They're having a barney at this moment about which one of them gets stuck with you.
Oh?
Well, I mean, you're getting a bit past it, aren't you? I mean, look at last Tuesday when you couldn't get out the bath and I had to help you. I did not enjoy that.
You didn't do very much for me, either. As for getting stuck with me, they needn't bother. I'm going to a far better place.
Yes, but that might not be for years.
New Zealand.
Oh, I see. Where?
My eldest, Arthur. Now, where's that last letter of his? There. He's asked me to go and live with him. And he sent me the tickets and I've accepted.
Well, why didn't you mention it?
Well, I thought the girls would be so upset.
Upset? They'd be thrilled to bits. Well, and upset as well, yeah.
I'm going to have my own room, and he says I can help him brand the sheep.
When?
Whenever they need branding.
No. When are you going?
Oh, on the 15th.
15th? Well, that's only a couple of days.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go back and break the good news.
Well,
yeah, I mean, prepare them for the sad parting.
I haven't finished my drink.
Oh, all right. Hey, son, keep an eye on the old lady, will you?
What?
The good eye. No, I've just got to pop back and... this is Geoffrey what's-name. He's a friend of mine. Oh, here, get you a packet of crisps.
Hello?
You ought to learn to defend yourself, young man. Why don't you take up boxing?
We could draw straws. I saw it in a film once. Somebody had to jump out of the lifeboat.
Eh?
Kirk Douglas drew the short straw.
Oh, well, that settles it. She can go and live with him.
Oh. That is just like you, isn't it?
What are you talking about? Now, look here, we do more than a lot of
red
people
face.
do for your mother. We send her a birthday
You
card
can
every birthday.
Please, that's better. Perhaps I could put in a word, thank you. Now, I've listened, more in sorrow than in anger, to this sad spectacle of a family divided against itself.
Oh, God, he's drunk.
I am not drunk. I am sick. Sick at heart to think that you, all of you, could turn away this poor old lady in the twilight of her years. Please. There is more to life than material possessions, such as swimming pools and kids. There is charity and love and the pursuit of happiness. I hold these truths to be self-evident. Never in the field of human endeavour. Well, what I'm saying is that I'm willing to welcome my mother-in-law to my humble home for as long as she wishes to stay.
George.
Yeah, well, I'll go and get your coat.
Stole.
Allow me?
Yeah, pal. Here, George. Here. She hasn't got any money, you know.
What care I for wealth?
Oh.
Yeah, I'll go and get the coat then.
George, I'm so proud of you.
Yes, well, it might not be for long, Mildred. And it was one in the eye for that lot, eh?
Well done, George. Of course, I must say you'd never have had this trouble in the first place if she'd gone to live with your Arthur in New Zealand.
No, that's right, yeah.
What was that, Mildred?
Arthur? Oh, he sent her the tickets and everything. Oh, she was all set to go and then he died.
1950, that was. Yeah, and do you know she's been carrying his letters around with her ever since? Poor old soul.
Yes, it was a shame.
Oh, my God.